We are back. We are back. Okay. Yep. Where's the barack? Yeah, okay. Idea box. My bad.
Idea box.
Hey, my Wi-Fi. I wish I could...
So, top of the idea box. Afghanistan and Pakistan appear to be having a border war.
What the fuck? Why?
No business.
Not again.
Yes, again.
Actually, I think this is the first time they've been doing this.
Really? I feel like those two names pop up a lot, so I
First time?
I assume they've done this more. My bad.
No, Afghanistan and Pakistan, I mean, they come up a lot, but, like, not really in relation to each other a lot in the news. I mean, maybe a little bit recently, because they've... So, backstory here for this, which is why, as an American, this is somewhat amusing. So, basically, the impetus for this is Pakistan has issues with a violent, somewhat terroristic separatist group in one of the border regions. And their strategy is whenever the Pakistan security forces, or army, or police, or whatever, show up to, you know, crack skulls type thing, they just run across the border into Afghanistan. And Pakistan's understandably upset about this, which is ironic, because that is literally how the Taliban avoided getting blown up by the Americans. Just saying. So, as an American, cope.
Wow.
And apparently, some of the times when this would happen, some of the Pakistan forces would be a bit enthusiastic and occasionally get into firefights with the Afghan border guards, which are a reminder, the Taliban, because the Taliban own Afghanistan right now.
Yeah.
Again. So this has escalated into a full-on border war, where it seems, from my understanding, the Afghans properly initiated it, well, the Taliban properly initiated it, and then started losing almost immediately.
Damn.
Because Pakistan can throw hands.
Yeah, they can.
Reminder, Pakistan semi-regularly throws hands with India.
Yeah.
Yep.
The big rival of India.
And India is no slouch when it comes to throwing hands.
Yep.
So, yeah. The two sides were, like, you know, trading fire. Pakistan took a bunch of border posts and bombed some stuff with planes, because Pakistan has planes and the Taliban don't.
They have what?
They eventually, after the Taliban went, like, begging for ceasefire for a bit, and Pakistan's like, no, and kept going for a bit, last I heard, they got a ceasefire, but both sides seem to be using it to be deploying more heavy units towards the front, you know, just in case. Notably, both sides have been seen moving tanks towards the front, though I feel it's relevant. So both sides have seen moving tanks, but they're either Soviet or they're Chinese derivatives, depending on the side. They're old enough that the Chinese tanks are basically the Timu versions of the Soviet tanks. Okay.
Oh damn.
They're tanks from that era of Chinese tank development. These are like Soviet T-60s and their Chinese derivatives. They're 50 years old.
Old
more
man
than
battle,
that.
bro.
Yeah, the main difference between them is the Pakistanis are moving them on trucks, the Afghans are driving them.
Fair.
I mean,
Like, for logistical redeployment.
Yeah.
It's you generally do not want to drive your tank all the way to the front line.
fair enough.
That is a great way to have to do a shit ton of maintenance.
Yep.
But for now, it seems, from my understanding, things have mostly quieted down, at least for now. And hopefully it stays that way, because, you know, war is cringe.
Unless
You like...
which likes to say that the wars are over, even though they are still full-fledged on.
Yeah, the most surprising thing is, as far as I'm aware, Trump hasn't claimed responsibility for ending this one.
Shocking.
Probably because he doesn't like either of them.
You know what?
Probably.
I guess fair enough.
That or it's like it kind of like wrapped up before he heard about it.
Hopefully.
Either is believable, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Mhm.
In other news, China is continuing to bully the Philippines, specifically Filipino fishermen,
Why? What did they do?
because basically the TLDR on this is, at some point Mao Zedong drew 9 dashed lines on a map and said this is Chinese territory in the South China Sea, and it was just basically the entire South China Sea, and China's basically been sticking to that claim ever since, even though literally everyone's like, no, that's not how this works. But, you know.
Yeah.
It's Chinese Communist Party, so.
Be right back.
Okay.
CCP being cringe, grass is green, birds fly, what else is new?
I don't care about. Shut up. I have no interest in
Uh,
flying clocks.
The really the only kind of the reason this is really in the news is one of them, the Chinese actually rammed a fishing vessel lightly. I say rammed, it's more they bumped into it, which is technically ramming, but it's not like full force ramming, where it's like they're trying to cut it in half with their boat.
I mean, you said lightly, so.
They bumped into it maliciously.
Malicious
Basically.
bumping.
Yeah.
Bushers want to fish.
I'm gonna be how far I needed this. Like, just chillax and go back into normality.
But basically, just China's being cringe, and they're being cringe with more force than usual. They didn't run into themselves this time. They ran into the person they were trying to run into.
At least it got better than that.
Oh, it means you don't get to point and laugh at them.
Again,
Because remember, like a month or so back, they ran into their own vessel because they're stupid.
Fucking brilliant.
Absolute cinema.
Episode cinema.
Absolute Chinese naval cinema.
Hey, they're still more competent than the Russian Navy.
Yeah, fair.
Which is not saying much.
That's not exactly a high bar, but still.
Yeah.
I love how both of us went that direction, Meep.
In other news, we have a notable thing from the corporate world. The company Dominion Voting, the maker of many U.S. voting machines, was purchased this week. They were purchased by an individual by the name of Scott Leindecker.
Linedecker.
Yeah, for an undisclosed amount of money. Notably, this individual is a minor Republican Party official.
Oh, God. Okay, well, rigging elections, let's go.
Wasn't this a plot point? Wasn't this a joke in the Lego movie?
I haven't watched the Lego movie, sadly.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a joke in the Lego Movie where he's like, yeah, he's president business. He has all his businesses. He owns this thing, this thing, this thing. The vote, all the voting machines. Wait a minute.
I mean, it's not the first time media is predicting bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, Meldier.
Now-
hello?
Yeah.
yeah,
As
that's
a
true.
reminder for Dominion voting, they basically were the center of all the Republican conspiracies for the 2020 election being stolen. Was via these guys, and the company has been suing a bunch of the Fox News and other right-wing media groups for a fuck ton of money for defamation over this. Because they were all accusing them of doing a bunch of sus shit in the elections with the source of "dude, trust me," basically. And for no particular reason at all, after the acquisition, it was announced all of these lawsuits would be dropped. And the founder and former owner of the company gave a public statement on it, which was a one-sentence acknowledgement on Twitter that the company had been sold.
Sus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a little suspect. I feel like there might be something we're not being told about this.
Probably not.
Maybe it is entirely above board. Maybe it's not. It feels suspicious.
Very. Incredibly so, yeah. It feels like they bought it so they could just shut up.
Maybe.
I wonder
Well,
why
very-
would
very
that be the
potentially.
case? I wonder why what I wonder why would that be the case? Thank you, Jimmy, for learning how to speak English. You absolute fucking moron. Sorry, keep going.
In other news, Madagascar.
Yo, holy shit, isn't that the place where King Julian was from?
Yeah.
Yes. It's also the only place on Earth where you can grow vanilla at an industrial scale.
Huh.
Fun fact. Yeah.
Damn,
They pulled to Nepal.
Damn, we gotta meet fun
Oh,
fact for
Gen
me.
Z?
Yeah. The Zoomers have led
Zoomers.
protests in Madagascar,
Rise up!
which has led to the Madagascar President of Madagascar reportedly fleeing the country because it basically saying it's a coup because a significant portion of the army joined the protesters.
Damn. That sounds like a
And I
skillish
thought that the
shit.
Simmers were British hill.
That dog just just sounds like a skill issue from you, dude. Like,
Yeah.
So
It does.
hopefully Madagascar goes well. Here's hoping.
here's hoping.
Good luck. Next up, we have an update on a previous story.
Oh?
So previously, I had mentioned that Signalgate Hegseth had said that the U.S. is going to be letting Qatar build a military base in Idaho.
Uh-huh.
So the update on this is Signalgate Hegseth just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
You know, can I say something real quickly?
Yeah?
I think everyone's going to agree with me. To surprise of...
Absolutely no one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Reminder, this guy's qualifications is he used to be a host on Fox News.
Abysmal. Honestly, abysmal.
So what's actually happening is at a U.S. airbase in Idaho, Qatar is being allowed to basically rent a hangar and some barrack space because they're buying American jets, and so they're basically being. This is to facilitate them sending some guys over to train on the jets and pick up the jets and stuff like that,
Okay,
which is
that makes
fairly standard practice. But Signalgate Hegseth, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, said that this was them building a base, which set people off. Understandably.
No, actually, they're just
Yeah.
renting hangars.
Which so that's not actually happening. For once when JD Vance said, "Yeah, no, this is made up, fake news. That this isn't actually happening." It actually is. The problem is, it was made up by Pete Hegseth because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
So hooray.
That's a catastrophe of a person, bro.
But yeah, that is an important distinction. But yeah, the guy in charge of the U.S. military is a fucking idiot.
More news at 11.
As is his boss, who is also technically in charge of the United States military.
We're talking about Mango Man now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hooray.
he's also an idiot.
I mean, if you see
But
that,
isn't he, unfortunately?
Case in point. In one of his recent unhinged rants on his not Twitter, he blamed the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol. He blamed it on Joe Biden's FBI.
What?
Big Dog, this was
Reminder.
all you.
Yeah, reminder, January 6th happened to try and prevent Biden from taking power, meaning this would have been under you. This would have been under your FBI.
Big boy.
You fucking idiot.
Bro, Joe Biden didn't even have power, but apparently already had the FBI.
Joe
behind his
Biden
back.
had no authority at this time. How is it his? This was still
He's
your
giving him a lot of
FBI.
credit. He's giving him else a lot of credit, bro. That's crazy.
Hi.
In other news,
man
both
behind
put it
the-
in here. Windows 10 is fucking dead.
To
Yep.
the dismay of everyone.
Microsoft took it out behind the shed and told it to think about the rabbits.
Tell me about the rabbits, George. Damn, they really gone and shot in the back of the Costco. Chick-fil-A, sorry.
The back, the bomb disposing someone doesn't like behind the Costco.
Sorry, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but
Then is that
No, it's hilarious. It's great.
Windows 11 is now here.
Windows 11
Hey.
fucking sucks.
Everything sucks after Windows 7.
Ami's not here, but Ami had mentioned make sure you go into your Windows 11 in your privacy and security settings. All the way at the bottom, there's an on by default AI related shit.
Yeah, say no. Be what's it called? Be sensible. Do not let them AI your shit up.
Yep.
God, I find it so funny that the kids of today just don't want to think.
To be fair, do you want to think?
I mean, I like the idea of thinking. If I didn't think, I wouldn't have gotten this idea of streaming.
I think therefore I am.
Thank you, mate, Darius. That's kind of important.
I think therefore I am. However, sometimes I do not think.
Therefore, I do not.
Well, you
am.
can. You sometimes can take a break from thinking, but these children these days, they just don't in general. Like, they just have the turn off button always on.
I guess
Yeah,
you could say they always
it-
have the turn off button and always off.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. But still.
It's like the turn off button always on. What does he mean by that?
Can be on, I guess.
It means he is constantly doused and horny be gone.
Damn.
It's the chemical that made the Joker. It's the chemical he fell into. His horny be gone.
Slow bunny, Batman!
It's my fucking Batman. I can do whatever I want with it. Joker, no! It's an animal!
God damn it.
I'm sorry. You I don't know who said it, but they left it on a fucking just
Another reminder of the Vaporeon rapper. That they exist.
oh
That one music
I
video.
forgot that existed. I mean, I know it exists, but I have never actually heard that song.
It's peak.
I can assume it is.
Wait, what?
There's some...
I thought you were talking about the copy pasta.
No, we're
No,
talking
no,
about something
wait.
completely different, buddy. There's
Concern.
there's an animation.
A
Okay,
Ferrymon gotta smash 'em all.
Yep.
That's the song.
Oh.
Basically, Vaporeon being horny for other Pokemon needs to be hit by the horny Begon.
There's also an interesting breaks at the end.
Alright, I'm gonna join Bolt in putting horny begons in chat, and we are moving the fuck on. Bolt, you have crime news
Yeah.
from the Netherlands, I assume.
Yeah. Indeed. So I want you to guess
Mm-hmm.
before you reveal that, because that's part of it. Someone, specifically a father and twins brothers, got sent to jail with a father 5 years and the twins for 32 months. And I want you to guess what for.
I believe I know
so it's
already.
a
what it
father and two twin brothers.
Raping.
Yeah, I believe I've heard this already, so I'll let the others guess.
Alright. I'm gonna guess something somehow involving explosives.
Jimmy?
I said raping.
Jimmy is somewhat close, I'm gonna be honest. You may reveal it now.
Did they
Oh,
fuck
Alabama.
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
incest.
Alabama.
Yep.
Wait, did they rape their
That's okay.
did they rape the wife or something?
Their own daughter.
Cringe.
So I was right, it was rape. Incestuous, but still
It was
rape.
both.
Rape is still rape.
It's incest.
Slams stable. Rape is rape. It's not matter to who.
Yeah. Yeah. What's worst is that the sentence was lower than what was demanded as well.
Bruh.
5 years is so low.
32 months.
Yeah.
Is nothing at all. They should be in there for like 20 years. Minimum.
Yeah. What was demanded? What was demanded was that the father would be 8 years, and the 24 twins would be for 54 months.
Wait, they're 24-year-olds?
Yes, the twins.
Same time as the father.
Yeah. At that point, that's comfortably an adult.
Yeah.
Unless it's like there's some other bit where it's like the father did some extra stuff that he's getting some stuff put on top of the main thing.
Unfortunately, the reason as to why this was the case as well is because, you guessed it, the father was a bit abusive to the family.
Who would have thought?
And with the twins not having a proper bringing up, well, things went south. Yikes.
I mean, yeah, still not like they were already 24, and to be fair, to do something like this, you just still fucked up in the brain. So
I just don't get it. Why?
They went away down south to the land of traders, rattlesnakes and alligators.
That's new.
In my opinion, they should belong lifetime in jail, for such a crime. Seriously.
Yeah. Far longer in my opinion as
People
well,
that
but
do
hey.
things like that, or there's this case from a few years back. A father killed their 2 young kids. I think they were one was 4, the other was 6. The bodies have not been found yet. I'm pretty sure he is facing 40 years in jail. Because I think there's no maximum sentence here in Spain. I think that's the highest sentence. But it's the people that do that just deserve death. I'm sorry. You do not deserve death.
That's true.
Honestly, the thing is with it is that's one of those things where, due to the increasingly ethical related concerns related to state executions, they've gotten really fucking expensive. So despite how expensive it is to hold someone in prison for like decades, it may still be cheaper than just killing them.
Just grab a gun and shoot them.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
I mean, it's all the problem is also since it's in
I don't
Europe
fucking
and
know.
all European prisons are, as far as I know, at least like in Central and stuff like in the EU, they're pretty chill. So like, it's not even like the prisoners are suffering.
It's not even like it's an American prison either.
Yeah, it's like they're not suffering, bro. They are chilling in there. They've got free food and a free roof.
Yeah, there's people
Keep in
living
mind,
in worse
as-
conditions than prisoners.
In the United States, it's as bad as the U.S. prisons infamously are. There are cases of like people like intentionally committing a minor crime to be sent to prison because in prison you get fed 3 square meals a day and have a roof over your head and a bed to yourself.
Yeah.
Yep. That's just kind of depressing.
Well, the other reason people do that in the U.S. is because in prison they're required to tend to your health.
Again, it feels like people like live better in prison than like normal everyday today, and it's like, why? What? No, that doesn't make sense. Prisoners should be not living life well. They should fucking suffer. I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah,
if I'm
it
a
also
little
depends, of
extremist
course,
about
on the
this.
case, of the case to case. For example, thieves. I'd say okay, they can live like they want to be.
Depends-
Thieves,
depends-
honestly, I have no problem with them.
Depends on the kind of thievery, I think.
It's,
yeah, of course.
my stance is housing prisoners in a somewhat comfortable thing is like fine. It's ethical. It like especially if you're focusing on reform programs. The thing is though, if you're doing that, you should probably have at least the same basic level of living quality available as universal like social programs.
Yep. But because in the U.S., when they hear public funding, they think communism.
Well,
Yeah, that's
here's
socialist.
the other thing. In the United States, most prisons are privately owned and operated.
Damn. That sounds even sadder, honestly.
Hey,
Yeah,
one
so-
of the biggest red flags I've ever heard in my entire life, bro.
One of the biggest red flags: private prisons and lobbying groups.
Yeah.
Yep.
The private prison lobby is one of the biggest red flags imaginable. By the way, guess who gave a lot of money to the campaign of the current president and have been getting a lot of contracts to house all those people they're just grabbing off the street?
Lobbying
Yeah.
groups.
The private prison lobby!
Hooray!
Among
Privatized
the
prisons
many-
is honestly
the ma-
like one of the most delusional systems that probably exist, bro. This is dystopian level. Straight up dystopian level, yeah.
Yeah, it's a dystopia.
Oh, no. You know what the other part of it is, too? In the U.S., convicted felons don't have the right to vote, which means, if you're in prison in general, you don't have the right to vote, so that means there is an incentive for them to just throw people they don't like in jail.
Yep. Because that just makes it so they can't vote, so that means more votes. To
Yeah,
the
So
guy.
over.
It's advanced voter suppression.
It's so over.
By the way, did you know that frequently crimes are tailored in such a way that the lower classes, who tend to be people of color in the United States, tend to be punished harsher for the same offense?
Why does it not surprise me?
I can see that, yeah.
It's like the example that got specifically brought up in one of my criminal justice classes at university was the way criminal possession of cocaine was classified. Specifically, the felony level requirements for possession for powdered cocaine was 10 times more volume than crack cocaine. Guess which one was used by the rich people and which one was used by the poor people?
crack was used by the poor and the other one by the rich.
Yep. Even though it's literally the same drug, but if you have the rich man's version of it, it is less punishing.
I mean, of course, you have to spend all that money getting it.
Yeah. Or the other one is, if at your workplace you steal $100 from the register, your punishment will be very different from if your boss shorts you $100 in your paycheck.
Ay.
Just saying.
This fucking stinks.
Anyway,
Stinks.
moving on. So, in order to deal with the incredibly out of control situation that is Chicago, ICE has called up on the federal government to send them National Guard support. And apparently they got sent the Texas National Guard for some fucking reason.
Because Texas is one of the groups that supports Trump, that's why.
Yeah. However, the main reason here is because they showed up and then a lot of the Texas National Guard had to be sent home because they didn't meet the fitness standards because they're fucking gravy seals. Fucking bitch ass motherfucker. You're too fat.
You're too goddamn fat to do this job correctly. Fuck you.
I saw confirmation the last living hostages were confirmed to be freed in Gaza.
It's fucking... Finally, honestly.
Apparently some of the remains of some of the dead ones still haven't been returned. But all the living people are safe, so there's that. From my understanding, there is actually like a ceasefire between the IDF and Hamas, and it seems to be holding, though it's strenuous. Though apparently Hamas has been engaging in firefights with some of the non-IDF forces in Gaza. Like the various, like, other groups who want to control Gaza, or, pro-Israeli militias who are there for some fucking reason. I don't know. It's stuff's going on. It's a mess. We'll see how that goes. The Attorney General for the great U.S. state of Arizona, known for the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, so we mentioned previously that Arizona had a special election for a member of the House of Representatives, and they elected a person, and the Speaker of the House was refusing to swear them in.
Yes, I think
Because they'd be the last vote needed to force a vote on the Epstein files.
yes.
The Attorney General of Arizona has threatened to sue the Speaker of the House for denying the people of Arizona their constitutionally mandated representation in Congress.
Damn.
And violating their rights, basically, because, you know, they still have to pay their taxes even though the government's shut down, and they have literally no representation despite having elected someone because the Speaker of the House is just refusing to let them in.
Because,
For no reason.
The Epstein files. We don't want to
Like, his
see
official
Mr.
reasoning has
Trump
changed,
being
by the
allowed.
way.
Oh.
Because originally he was doing it because, I'm waiting for, like, the full certification to come through, even though it's come through now. And now he's, like, claiming, it's because the government shut down. It's like, no! Fuck off.
Give us what we want. Fuck you.
Yeah. Let our constitutionally, legally elected representative be representative.
Did you just nearly say erect instead of elect?
No.
It sounded like it.
You're hallucinating. Anyway,
You're not gaslighting me, dog.
So previously we'd mentioned on the Roomba several months ago, Signalgate Hexeth basically said, yo, if you want to keep being part of the Pentagon press corps, you need to sign this thing saying you will only report on things we tell you can report on.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. To give you the level of bullshit, this week the deadline came, and there was only one, as far as I know, only one news agency which stuck around.
Fox News?
And it wasn't Fox.
Who is it then? What?
So Fox News, who Signalgate Hexeth used to work on, like, publicly said, no, fuck you, we're not doing this. The only people I'm aware of who are still there is the news, quote-unquote, news network, OAN, who is even further right-wing than Fox.
You know what? Yeah, makes sense. Checks
Like,
out.
Fox News, to put it in perspective, Fox News is the official, is effectively the propaganda arm of the Republican Party. OAN is effectively the propaganda arm of MAGA.
Oh, for crying out loud.
That's basically how to think about it.
Jesus Christ, little bike. What does the world come to?
Yeah. So
Not
basically,
necessarily.
the entire Pentagon press corps effectively just left. They just all packed up their shit and left. So there's currently, effectively, no reporting out of the Pentagon anymore.
Hooray! That sounds like it'd be horrible news.
In other news, the U.S. Supreme Court is back in session. One of the cases they were asked, someone who appealed to them, was Alex Jones asking them to basically overturn his $1.4 billion defamation judgment over his Sandy Hook conspiracy theories. And they told him, no.
You can suck it, buddy.
Yeah, they told him, no, we're not going to be taking your case. Fuck you. So,
Based?
rare Supreme Court W.
Yeah, based question mark.
Yeah. Next up, civilian radar trackers, spotted, on civilian radars. A pair of B-52s were just kind of like T-posing off Venezuela for a couple hours. Like, they were just flying in circles in international airspace, in international waters, off the coast of Venezuela for 2 hours, just flying there, menacingly.
That don't sound right to me.
Yeah, it's... Basically, the understanding I have is basically Trump's basically daring the Venezuelans to take a shot at him so he can say, oh, look, they shot at us, we need to invade them.
Yep. I wonder if Maduro will take the bait. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Fucking stupid,
I feel like he's probably smart enough he won't do that, but that doesn't mean some underling won't panic and press the button.
I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna go on a limb, unfucking likely. Because from what I've seen from Maduro, he likes to be that kind of guy to be constantly like, if we do this, you'll pay for this. So I wouldn't be surprised if he presses the button.
We'll see.
We will see.
Who knows? If shit does go down, maybe the F-22 will actually get an intercept.
Damn.
That said, I'm pretty sure Venezuela's Air Force mostly flies F-16s. So...
That wouldn't be too fun.
The F-16's actually good.
Fair enough.
I mean, relatively.
Yeah, for a 20, 30-year-old plane?
Hold on, let me double check. When did the F-16 first fly? F-16 first flight. the F-16 first flew in 1974?
51 years.
Yeah, it is an aircraft that the U.S. considers entirely obsolete.
Fair enough.
It's a fourth gen fighter. It's been around for a while.
We've talked about this on Meeps Tism.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the better ones. And it got some upgrades. I don't know if the Venezuela ones got all the 4 or 5 upgrades. But like, for context, like the ones that Ukraine is getting from people are like really big deals for them because they're mostly flying old Soviet crap.
Yeah.
And
you know,
yeah,
old Soviet crap is Soviet and crappy.
yeah. The point is the F-16 is something that the F-22 might actually be an almost reasonable level of force against.
Damn.
Either that or they'll send like one F-15 and just annihilate the entire Venezuelan Air Force on its own.
What's the F-15 exactly again?
The F-15 Eagle.
Oh.
Because if you remember in my Tism, the new version of the F-15 is very scary.
It's the missiles, right? It has like stupid missiles.
How many missiles do you want on your aircraft?
Yes.
I was about to say yes.
Because I'm pretty sure the number I gave in that, if I remember off the top of my head, was, oh yeah, it's got enough missiles. It can fire 3 missiles at all its targets, get an ace in a single sortie, and still return to base with a missile left over.
So that'd be 16 missiles?
No.
I mean,
Maybe. That would be 6. I don't remember the exact number, because I know it has some like 23 hardpoints, but I think some of them are limited to fuel tanks.
damn.
But yeah, the point is it carries all the missiles.
The missiles know where
And
it
then,
is,
like-
and where it isn't.
And they're this really scary modern American air-to-air missiles.
Again, the
Like-
missile knows where it is from where it isn't.
The missile knows where it is, and it knows exactly where the pilot is.
That's scary. That's scary to think about.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like one of the low-key things. Like, yeah, America's like low-key, like quietly said, yeah, our missiles target the cockpit now.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want a good pilot back on another plane if he survives.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be a war crime.
Shooting down. If the pilot's in his parachute, it's a war crime to hit him. However, if he doesn't have the opportunity to get out of the plane first, it's entirely valid.
I feel like aiming a missile to a pilot, it should be a war crime.
It's basically the equivalent of aiming for the crew compartment of a ground vehicle.
I guess, but it's far easier to not hit a pilot on a plane than a crewmate on a tank.
Eh.
Because in a plane, there's one dude. In a tank, there's like, what, 5, 6 people?
Most fighter planes are 1 or 2 people. Tanks nowadays are 3 to 4.
Okay. Damn, and I was eyeballing it when it comes to the tank crews, then.
Well, to be fair, in the World War II period, it was mostly 5 and 6 for a lot of tanks. Well, the good ones, anyway.
Hey, isn't the Sherman like a 4-crew tank?
The Sherman, depending on the version, is 5 or 4. Most Shermans were 5.
Huh.
It was specifically the Firefly was a 4-man. Because
right, they didn't have a radio slot because of the 17-pounder, 15-pounder gun.
No, it was they took out the whole machine gun guy. The assistant driver was removed from the Firefly because they needed the extra space to store ammunition, because the 17-pounder ammunition was really fucking long.
They also added like an extra butt to the back of the turret.
Yeah, to fit the radio.
Yep,
because
because
the 17-pounder was such a big gun.
yeah, because they also had to fit. Didn't they have to fit the 17-pounder sideways? Or am I
They
bullshitting
fit
here?
it sideways, less to actually fit in the turret, more so because to make it so the breach was in an orientation where the loader could actually use it
Fair enough.
due to the space constraints. Because I'm pretty sure, it's designed it would kept basically have the shell more kind of like put in from the top, and then rotate so it would come in from the side.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping in mind the 17-pounder ammunition, the loader has to really finagle it around and barely fits anyway behind the gun to actually go into the gun into Firefly.
Yeah, because the 17-pounder is a large gun.
Yes. The Firefly is well regarded though for its great ability to deal with the German heavy tanks, though admittedly it has a reputation for being extremely good, mainly because it's the one that they actually brought with them.
Fair enough.
Because the American 76 Sherman was also like just as good, effectively at dealing with the German heavy tanks. The difference is the Americans like didn't bring it with them at first into Normandy.
Yeah, because a lot of them were like, weren't they in like Africa, or am I bullshitting this?
No, it's the 75 Sherman, the standard 75mm Sherman, had been used through Africa and Italy, and it was fine. It had no problems. So when they were preparing for Normandy, they're like, "Yo, we've developed the new 76 version. Do you guys want it?" And all the tank crews are like, "We're trained on the 75. It's been doing fine. We're sticking with the one that works." And then they showed up in Normandy, and there was a bunch of Panthers, and it was a problem.
Yep, because the 75 didn't have enough, what, pen?
Didn't have enough pen to get through the front of a Panther, yeah. Because turns out a Panzer IV's armor is kind of ass.
Yeah.
Reminder, if it wasn't for the side skirts, you could go through the side of a Panzer IV with a 50 cal.
Damn. That's kind of sad.
Pretty sure you can go through the lower side of the Panther with a 50 cal too. Which is why the Panther also technically has side skirts on it.
The what? Sorry, what?
Because reminder, the Panther?
Oh, the Panther.
Yeah. Yeah, because reminder, the 50 cal is very spicy.
Spicy meatball.
There's a reason it's stuck around so well, both because the Modus is just really fucking good, and also because, yeah, sure, it's not really super good as an anti-tank weapon like it was originally designed for after World War I, but there's a lot of vehicles that aren't tanks. And a 50 cal will still pretty effectively deal with any truck, light armored vehicles, people trying to hide behind light cover. Yeah. It's great. We love the Modus. It's incredible. Anyway. Idea box, continuing on. We're going to Chicago. Where there was continuing ICE bullshit in Chicago. There are two big newsworthy things coming out of there this week. One was the judge who'd issued a court order limiting their methods, basically called a bunch of people back and being like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on?" You're like, I'm concerned you may be disobeying my order.
No.
First of all, has demanded the ICE field director to personally show up and explain what the fuck's going on to the judge, and has also ordered all ICE officers to wear operational body cams.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, because you're apparently not required to fucking do that as a police officer at all times if you're Fed, because fuck you. The other thing was ICE arrested a police officer.
Okay.
They arrested a police officer in Chicago, accusing him of being an illegal immigrant from Montenegro.
Damn, what's the problem with Montenegro now?
And they like posted his picture on like Fox News and shit. And you could tell that this was a bit of a they had to try to immediately do damage control because they got the head of Homeland Security to basically go on Fox instantly to talk about this. Because first of all, they went after a police officer. Second of all, this guy, they had his picture. He is the whitest looking motherfucker I have ever seen.
Damn.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't fit in with Nah, honestly not. If he's so white, then not. I mean, there are white Montenegrins, but
Well, yeah, it's Montenegro.
not
It's
white
Europe.
as fuck.
It's like the thing is also, it's like, keep in mind, this is the whole ICE is they're beating the chest for all the racist Republicans, and like, no, that looks like a white guy to me. They ain't one of these brown people. He's one of he's fine. Why are you going after this guy? So the thing is, this is one of those bits where the fact is American police are like infamous for like their protect their own mentality, like to a slightly problematic extent.
Mm-hmm.
So in the if it gets to the point where shit kicks off when either between ICE and like local police like properly like they like try and arrest each other like almost en masse, that'd be
Bad news.
first of all absolute cinema. Second of all, I have a feeling first of all it would be likely that a lot of people obviously side with the police over ICE, but it would also be entirely likely a lot of MAGA might side with the police over ICE.
Which would be bad news for ICE.
Yeah. It would basically just be like the ultra racists who'd side with ICE. And that would be really bad for the regime.
You.
Sorry.
Also,
So,
the fact that they just literally arrest a police officer, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they're going after the criminal illegal immigrants, which is why they're arresting policemen.
Hey, makes total sense, bro.
I mean, given it's the American police, you know.
Yeah. I can see where Meep's coming from.
The American police have a bit of a reputation.
Yep.
Anyway, good news.
Is it about the Daces and Nero?
No,
Oh no.
but it is coming out of
Anyway.
California. California has announced that starting January 1st, they will be selling their own generic insulin pens.
Yes.
And they will be selling them for $55 for 5.
For those who can't do math, 11 a pop.
11 each. For reference,
For reference, insulin is supposed to be free.
according to the website healthline.com, an insulin pen, depending on the version, where is it? A single vial of insulin costs more than $300. On pens.
$300.
These
That's for the vial. Hold on, I'm looking for
They're
the
still.
for the pens. Which is usually for 3 milliliters of insulin, typically packaged in box of 5 pens. Depending on your insurance or the pharmacy you go to, a box of 5 insulin pens can cost you several $100s to more than $1,000 for a month's prescription. So that's for a month. Boy.
No wonder pharmaceuticals are
Which
fucking
is...
raping young gold in America. What the fuck?
Okay, so 5 insulin pens will last you... Oh, no, wait, no, that's the shelf life. So that'd be for 960 units. Wait, is that... Huh? If each pen holds 300 units, you will need 4 insulin pens for the month. So it's 4 insulin pens for the month for $1,000. $1,000 for 5, so that would be $200 a pen. And California's selling them for 11.
I mean, that is a million times better. But damn, I didn't know that the prices were that dystopian.
So from what I'm looking at, insulin pens aren't actually the insulin, it's what you use to inject the insulin.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh no, I don't have diabetes.
Same.
But from quickly skimming over some articles on Google, it looks like this is specifically the delivery equipment to inject your insulin is being sold in is going to start being sold in California for effectively pennies on the dollar compared to the big pharma.
Compared to, yes.
In other news, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security put out a one-word tweet reading, "Reimmigrate."
Who?
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the people who control ICE.
Uh-huh.
What should they say? I heard what?
Re-immigrate?
Re-immigrate before.
Re-immigrate.
And I
Re-immigrate.
know that it's, let's just say, not the best thing you should say.
Yes. For context, for those of you not aware, re-immigrate is a relation to a European far-right proposal for ethnic cleansing via forced deportations, basically. So yeah, the U.S. government basically just dog-whistled ethnic cleansing. So that's how it's going right now in the U.S.
That's so fucking stupid.
So fucking racist.
And bad, but, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of fucking racist, Politico, the U.S., which is a U.S. News agency that covers mostly politics, got their hands on leaked Telegram chats from the leadership of the Young Republicans group, which is a outreach group, I think. Young Republican groups throughout the country. The Young Republican National Federations are basically, it's the youth outreach part of the Republicans. And this was conversations amongst the leadership of this group. So, this is the leadership, so it's not actually the youths, these are like 30-year-old men. These are like people who have 19 at the start of their birthday. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So these individuals, They have a summary at the top of their article where they have some of the screenshots. I'm trying to see if there's any of these here that are like not terms of service violations.
Oh, I've clicked the link, and but damn.
Needless to say, it's unbelievably racist and Nazi coded. Oh yeah, here's one. One of them is just great. I love Hitler,
God damn it.
and that is one of the tame ones.
Holy shit, bro. Those sheds. Oh my god.
Lots of slurs. Yeah.
Wow,
Referring
all of them
to
so
rape
fast.
as, quote, epic. Holocaust reference. Yeah. And these are like the chairs of the Young Republican National Federation, the 15,000 member political organization for Republicans between 18 and 40. Yeah, young. Oh, here's a quote. I'm gonna create some of the greatest psychological torture methods known to man. We only want true believers. It's
That entire chat, yeah, like where also that one quote was mentioned. Like this, what I'm seeing here, absolute insanity. That is so wide. I don't even know if what this is. This is like every bad thing you can imagine.
let's just say there's a reason my mother refers to it as the American Nazi Party now.
Yeah, it is like totally like, oh my god.
It is
The only
literally.
exception is that they all are fat. I see thousands of pictures. They're all fucking overweight, bro.
Yes. Yeah. They're all fat, racist assholes who want to kill people. They want to kill people for fun.
We found the worst of the worst.
Yeah. It's like one of them. I was going through it. One of the things that was mentioned is one of them talking about, basically going on about the. We need to change the aesthetics of the gas chambers.
What the fuck did I just mentally come back to?
Yeah, exactly. That's how fucking bad this leaked group chat is. Okay.
Like, I needed to take a moment off, talk with my mom after all that happened. I had my headphones on, so I was just kind of autopilot listening, and then I hear them like, what the fuck did I just come back to?
Exactly.
It's go to the zoo if
these
I
got
wanted to
leaked,
watch
and-
monkey play ball.
These got leaked, and someone asked Jorkin the Penis Vance about it, and he basically brushes it off as kids being kids. You know, ignore that these
Totally.
people ignore that these people are in their late 30s. These people are older than anyone on the Roomba of thought. All right. These are like full-on fucking adults. Like, they're not young at all. And he's playing them off as if they're kids. You know. Meanwhile, this is the same Republican Party who says pregnant 12-year-old little girls are treated as adults and must literally bear the consequences of rape and incest because we gotta protect the children.
Until they're born, in which case, fuck you. You know, you're on that.
We have to protect the children until they're born. Then we don't give a shit about them, unless it benefits us in attacking trans people.
Yep.
So yeah, that's how fucking racist the American Republican Party is. They are just Nazi.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna bring up the reminder again. The Nazis thought Jim Crow was too racist.
Yeah, so I would say like what we are seeing here is the absolute evilification of fascism in person.
Yeah.
And racism and everything. Just throw everything in it except okay, no, then again. Yeah, I guess the only exception is the Israel lobbying party, and that's it.
I hate it here.
Understandable.
Moving on.
Hallelujah.
The Mahmoud Khalil, who is a Palestinian activist in America, who the administration is trying to have deported because he was leading pro-Palestinian protests.
Of course.
Yeah. It's not like their official reason, but it's their unofficial official reason.
Yeah.
A judge has lifted his domestic travel restrictions, allowing him to travel to political rallies around the U.S. and continue his work while the regime continues trying to deport him.
Wow.
So, good for him.
Yep. Fuck the regime.
Scientists from Oxford University published a study estimating that nearly 50% of all content posted online this year was AI generated.
No.
They estimate by the end of next year that number will reach 90%.
No.
The energy
No.
bills.
Dead internet
Why?
theory.
Yeah, literally.
I don't want to have AI PewDiePie. And that I don't want that.
No. Who does?
Anyway,
Okay.
next up we have. So remember how the previous week I mentioned, despite being in a government shutdown, Trump was approving a $20 billion bailout for Argentina?
Yeah.
Update. It's now 40 billion.
Oh.
For reference, depending on how you count it, the entire annual budget for U.S. aid the year before Trump's second term was something like 37 billion.
Hooray.
In other news, Trump has pardoned former congressman and convicted felon George Santos, who was convicted of fraud and identity theft.
Wow.
But he was a devout Trump supporter, so he got a pardon. Next up, we're going to Washington, D.C., where Trump's absolutely fucking useless Attorney General attempted to press felony assault and battery charges on a woman for allegedly trying to kick an FBI agent while being manhandled by several FBI agents trying to arrest her outside an ICE facility. 3 different grand juries refused to indict the woman on these felony charges. So they tried to charge her with just misdemeanor assault, which a 4th grand jury also refused to indict her on. Because it was just bullshit. So yeah, that's how it's going in DC. Reminder, the joke before this administration was that a grand jury would literally indict a ham sandwich.
That is absolutely insane. The comparison.
Yeah. But reminder, this is the same AG who tried to indict someone for literally throwing a Subway sandwich at someone. This is this idiot. And by the way, her in a press conference on this, she blamed the people of DC for being too used to crime and that stopping her from doing her job.
Is that wait DC? Doesn't DC have one of the lower crime rates?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never heard crimes in DC. Like never. Like Damn, bro. How cooked can you be as a person?
My source is that I made it the fuck up. Basically,
Yep.
is what's going on.
Yeah, but just in the worst ways. Like, there's not even creativity in it.
Yeah, just cringe. Next up, we have a funny. We have a funny. So they released some more reports on the Ocean Gate submarine implosion. One of these was an interview the Coast Guard had with an undisclosed expert on submersibles. They've redacted this gentleman's name. However, it's very obvious who this individual is.
Oh?
Well, I'm going to read. I have a picture someone took of a screenshot of the release transcript of the interview. So this is the first question. So, how did you get yourself started into submersible operations? Answer. Well, I'm sure you're familiar with my film Titanic.
Oh my god. Cameron?
Presumably.
Oh my god, bro.
But we have no idea who this is. They redacted his name. We have no idea who it could be.
Wait, what?
One
So
of the
who
most
is-
successful known films.
Yeah. It's yeah. So basically, the Coast Guard was interviewing someone related to as an expert on submersibles as part of the investigation into the Ocean Gate submarine. And they redacted his name, but because of they didn't redact his answer, so everyone knows who it is because he references his film Titanic on how he
James
got
Cameron?
into submersibles. Yes. World's worst witness protection.
Damn. That's funny as hell. I'm sorry, dog.
Yeah. It's like, bruh. Anyway, next up we're going to Florida.
Oh dear, that didn't happen.
So Florida man, Florida man got arrested for DUI with his kids in the back of his truck.
What's DUI?
Driving under the he was drunk. He was drunk
Oh, okay.
driving. Driving in my car right after a beer.
Why is that bum
Oh,
look
God.
just like a deer?
See you. Hey, there it is.
Yeah. So now, if it was just that, that would be okay. That's just Florida man. Who cares?
Uh-huh.
The reason that this is here though is well, his response to being pulled over for DUI was to angrily yell at the officer who was arresting him and claim he was an ICE agent.
Ooh boy.
Trust them with eyes.
So
I'm
I have
allowed
no
to
idea
think
if he
this
actually was an ICE agent, but he claimed he was. And that does kind of seem on brand for ICE to be like, oh yeah, no, you can't arrest me. I'm a Fed.
Stop me from drinking this beer. I have rights.
I'm a
That's
fat
what we got.
fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm a fat, excuse me.
yeah. So cringe.
Cringe.
Cringe. Next up, let's do another quick funny. So the U.S. Marines had the 250th birthday celebration. which was it was a thing that happened. However, the reason it's here is because someone noticed the sound designer for the official event made a interesting choice of song inclusion. Do 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 do. It's the Helldivers theme. They played the Helldivers theme.
Let's go, Helldivers back! I swear to God, the community that can't be killed by corporates like Saudi.
They played the Helldivers theme at the U.S. Marines' birthday, which is hilarious.
Let's go.
It is kind of funny, yeah.
Guess we're there.
Anyway, next up, there was another round of the No Kings protests across America.
Mm-hmm.
And the estimate is that 7 million people showed up to the protests across the country.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Myself and my mother were among them. I have some pictures, including of the sign I brought, because I had a good sign. Where is it? Here it is.
This reminds me, I never had to protest in my entire life. Fuck, I am lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just dropped it in images. I went in an inflatable frog costume. For a reason.
Go.
The reason is one, because funny. The reason two is because it's kind of become symbolic because in Portland, Oregon, a lot of the ICE protesters showed up in inflatable frog costumes.
Yes, you've talked about
and
this before.
yeah, and so like in that vein, I went in the inflatable frog costume, and I got a lot of people wanted to take their picture with me. Got a lot of them. Yeah, I posted a picture of me and two people who were wearing inflatable unicorn costumes. There was someone in inflatable cow. I saw an inflatable Pikachu.
Let's go.
Wasn't able to get a picture with them, unfortunately, but
That sign is amazing.
yeah. Oh, by the way, the other side of the sign, because my sign was Frogs Against Trump, and then Trump was an acronym for a bunch of traits that Trump has that are awful. But the other side, I included the line, quote, "I will plague your whole country with frogs," end quote. Quote God.
God damn. Literally.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. Basically, we went to park and then walked a couple blocks to City Hall and then walked back to the... Then we were going back there, but we walked by where we had parked the car, and we decided to just go home because I was getting quite hot in the costume because it's in the sun, and
Yeah.
it was honestly less that it was hot in the costume, it's more that it got quite humid in there.
Frog moment.
I also love the right sign in the picture. ICE is the Gestapo.
Wait, is that one of the signs in the back of there?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
Right.
Yeah, there was a bunch of protest signs. There were some good ones. I mean, there's a picture I saw from one of the other ones where it was "No Kings, picture Trump, Crunchy Rap Supreme Leader." There was the person in the inflatable cow costume had one that said, "We will not be cowed." There's just a bunch of general No Kings ones. There's someone who had a ukulele who was playing a tune, basically just about Trump being a chicken while wearing a big inflatable chicken costume. There was basically there's a whole bunch of them. Protest signs are always funny. My mother's is one that says "No Kings, Yas Queens."
faith.
Yeah.
I feel like having any of your family members on Roomba would be extra funny because they just seem to be like really funny people.
It would be interesting. It would definitely be an interesting experience. We could try if we wanted to. I could probably see about maybe having them on for a guest if we wanted to talk about something specific.
Sure, if you want to.
I would be willing to. I'd be willing to ask them, particularly my mother, about having her on for like talk about something specific. Oh, you know what I could do?
What?
I could get my mother to make the Tism segment.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good idea. Holy.
Yeah. I will after I will inquire with her about doing that and potentially having her on as a guest in the future.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Of course,
that would be
only if they want.
Yeah, only if she wants. The last thing that's in here, other than the Russia Ukraine segment, is Bolt wanted to have some non-spoiler talk about his thoughts on ZA.
It's just really short, to be honest.
And a
The
question mark
general.
Dism?
What?
There was a Tism, yeah.
Yeah, that was Tism from Jimmy.
It's a question
But
mark.
more like
right, yeah.
It's
question
not
mark.
really a Tism, but something I
It
want
counts.
to yap on a little bit about. Because I have like no presentation, no nothing.
I mean, the Tism is just talking technically, so yeah.
Yes, but y'all always prepare fucking presentations for this shit, and I'm like, I'm too lazy for that. I'm also in class doing this shit. And I'm also in class, so oops. But yeah,
bruh.
I'll let Bolt first.
Personally speaking, I think the game on its own and completion is just fine. The battle system, in my opinion, does take a little bit of time to get used to, but I
mean,
think
a new
it's
battle
interesting.
system. It makes sense. It's a new battle
Yeah.
system. It's not the usual.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I don't.
it's
I
certainly
expected that when it came out, and I saw it was a new battle system. It was like people are going to have to take a little bit of time to get used to it. So that made sense to me.
Yeah.
The Legends games do like to experiment.
Yeah, that's
True.
kind of
Battle
the
system.
entire point of it. Yeah.
True. But I think the battle system works fine once you do get used to it. It can also make some stuff really interesting.
Random question, Bolt, are you going to get the DLC?
I already have.
Okay, one question. How much does the game cost?
60 for normal Switch, 70 for Switch 2. It's stupid, but that's how it is.
Wait, it costs more if you're getting the Switch 2 version of the game?
Yep.
Okay. But Bolt, which version do you have?
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm pretty sure you have the Switch 2
I-
version, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he
70
spent the
bucks.
70
Okay.
buckaroos for it.
Because I'm gonna be real, once I played Scarlet and Violet on Switch 2 with 60 FPS, yeah, I kinda can't go back to 30.
Is Switch 2 Legends CA stuck on 30? Like I've seen a lot of people say, or is it 62? Because I've heard
Legends
that at
EA
least
is
on the
actually
regular
60.
Switch is stuck on 30.
Legends EA on Switch 2 is 60, provided you have the Switch 2 version.
I said
I'm not
Switch
sure if
2
it's-
specifically. Because
I'm
I've
not
heard
sure if
people
Switch 1
saying
version
it's-
on Switch... Like, I'm not sure if the Switch 1 version on the Switch 2 runs 60. I'm not sure about that. But assuming you get the Switch 2 version, then yeah, you're good with 60 FPS.
Honestly, I don't like Nintendo. I hate what they're doing. But I really like their games, so if I do get a job in like the near future, I have been considering getting the Switch 2 for streaming. So I can stream Switch games on the PC. But it's a big maybe, because I don't like what they've been doing lately on with all their policies. It's not more. It's more so instead of buying it for like pleasure, it's more so like a business venture of sorts.
Like you have to do it because you're
Because
screwed otherwise.
if I can't really stream Switch Lite, you know. Because I have a Switch Lite, not a Switch normal. That's my sister. My sister's the one with a Switch Lite. I'm the one who went full portable because it was cheap. And while I don't regret the fact, I do a little more now. Like, I really didn't regret the fact by that time because I didn't think I would be, wanting to stream. Bless you.
Bless you.
I didn't want to stream.
Thank you.
I didn't have the in mind the idea of like maybe streaming Switch games or even like a Wii game. Like if I can get a way to connect my Wii to the computer, I would play through Pokemon Rumble on stream, like from start to finish. Because that game is quite a bit of my childhood for the Wii. Because my Wii has been without a workable disk drive for a really long time. So yeah, it's like those kinds of things. Now that I've upgraded my PC, and I'm planning on upgrading the RAM this Christmas probably, because I feel like RAM's the thing that I've been struggling with the most. I only have 16 gigs of RAM. When, you probably want more.
Gigs of RAM?
16. 16.
Yeah,
not 16.
nowadays you definitely want more.
32. You probably want 32, which is what I've been thinking of getting. So once I get,
I'm pretty sure my new rigs has 32 if I remember right.
Yeah, I want to upgrade to 32.
Yeah, 32 is more
because
recommended.
that's
Yeah.
going to, for example, let me stream Power World more efficiently. Because the problem I've been having with Power World is most definitely RAM. Like I always keep an eye, especially now these days because of the internet issue. But when I'm streaming Power World, I always keep an eye on Power World, on the RAM that it is using, and it uses like 70% of the RAM. So I can't really use it alongside VTube Studio and OBS. So I have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Sacrifice VTube Studio in order to play Power World at a more reasonable pace. Granted, I also think that is partially at fault because of what's it called? Because of more so the fact that Power World is still in open beta. Well, not open beta, early access. Which I mean,
So they haven't gone through and fully optimized it, probably,
Yeah.
have they?
Which, mind you, I'm excited to see where full game goes. I'm excited, but I'm like cautiously excited. Because we've seen these games that pop off during open, like not open beta, early access, and then just flop as soon as they fully come out.
Or just never fully come out.
Oh, not fully come out. Fucking. What's a good game that has that, for example?
I think it's Star Citizen. Is the famous one where it's like, oh yeah, I think it's the one where it's like, oh yeah, it's been in like open beta or whatever, early access for like a decade.
Damn.
Yeah, it has been like for a decade.
Still find it funny when I think of like updates and shit. One of the funniest things I think of, I think Darius also knows, Terraria is 1.4. The original 1.4 was supposed to be the final update, and they were going to stop updating Terraria, aside from, getting Team Loader ready. Lo and behold, I think we're in 1.4.5 now. They've added a shitload of things. Like, Journey's End did not start with the Shimmer. Shimmer has been a recent update. I think this tank was mine. Negative.
So we were at CA, right? We were still at Bolt's thoughts on CA, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad.
Nah, I just want to know where we were. Okay, Bolt.
Bob up, dude. There's a mouth on my
So.
screen. So, what's your how far have you gotten into the game?
I have it currently open. Let me just check really quick. I believe I was at rank C, I think now. No. No, I'm about to try and get enough to enable myself to get to that rank. And I may think, oh, you're just going through the entire alphabet. Kinda. I will not spoil stuff for obvious reasons.
I literally said it a moment ago.
What?
I did say
The alphabet
rank
game.
thing. I did say the rank thing a moment ago when we were talking about it. So, oops.
Oops. Well, then I will just leave one single bit in there. There is a point where you do skip quite a bit ahead in ranks.
You skip from rank
So
V to rank F, if I recall.
I have that saved, actually, funnily enough. I have that actually saved, funnily enough. And I know where it was. I just need to make sure that I have the right thing. I'm just looking through the entire things that I've done with the game. I think it was this one. Yeah, so from rank V, like you said, you start at rank V from there, and then you go all the way up a bit.
Yeah,
Indeed, from V to F.
like, yo, dog, you're like way too strong for most of these ranks. Let me just.
Yeah, indeed, you go from V to F. Indeed, you just go from V to F.
Yo, bro, you've got like some main character energy or something, so I'm just gonna let you skip ahead.
By the way, something funny you can do in Legends 8, you can just leave Lumio City.
Yeah.
Really?
I noticed.
You can
yeah.
just go into the
Yeah,
train yard and just leave. I don't know what it does, but I know you can do it.
Except no, not really, because then the game's like, oh no, you just woke up from napping a bit on the bench.
Damn.
Would have been funny.
But it's funny you can just
we
leave.
we barely had the budget to make the map. We didn't have enough budget to make the rest of France.
True, the entire map is just one model.
That's so stupid.
I've
sorry,
seen
but
I've seen that.
That is like the
insane.
stupidest thing ever. I'm sorry. Like, wow.
So, what I will say is, from what I've seen, I have seen people seem to be about 50-50 whether or not there is definitely in the game files, from what I understand, a model of the entire city that's one 3D model. However, what I'm not sure of is, because people seem to be mixed on this, either is that the model of the entire game world, or is that a low level of detail model used in like a cutscene?
Or like a modeled way of the city, like a small model, right? Is that what you mean? Could be.
Then again, even if it is the full city model, it's not too bad given that the 3D model has, I shit you not, from people have like said, gone into like analyze that model and be like, yeah, there is less polygons in this model than there are in some character models in other games.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Bro.
I mean, that makes sense. Okay, hold on. That makes kind of sense because I'm going to go on a really like old vibe here. In Super Mario 64, Mario has more models than Peach's Castle, like the map of Peach's Castle.
Yeah, true. With geometry, you get away with it, especially if you're basically, especially since all of the exteriors of all the buildings in that game, aren't they just like basically wallpapered on? They're just textures?
That's what I've heard.
They apparently, most of the buildings don't even have interiors.
Which I feel kind of sucks. I feel like being
Like,
in a
you
city
build the game in the city, and they apparently don't. Yeah, apparently, like a lot of the shops don't have interior. They don't even like have the same copy-pasted shop interior like the Pokemart.
I've heard. What I have heard though is that a lot of the Pokemon trainer models are.
Oh, they
very
give me
good.
the map.
Also, apparently, fucking, there's some characters. Apparently, Bolo is fucking alive still.
What?
Volo from Legends Arceus is still fucking alive?
Huh?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah, that
I've
he
seen
himself
there's like
that
a
he himself
thing,
gave
yeah.
the costume back, and also
Yeah.
Ingo is back in like black and white. Like he went back to being with Emmett.
Huh?
He's back.
Yeah, apparently in the game they just say, yo, yeah, no, this dude just one day said, I'ma go back, and just went, I need to go home, and just went home. And he's now with Emmett.
As you fucking do.
Based Ingo, though. But yeah,
God.
it's ridiculous. The fact that Bolo is still fucking alive is so funny to me. Bro was built
They
to
needed
be a
someone to be
hater.
older than AZ.
Bro is a fucking hater.
Bro's still alive due to fucking spite, like he's Darth Vader or something.
Yeah, he's alive out of spite to fucking God.
Fuck you, Jod.
Peanut butter. God, that's still one of the funniest memes in this server. The fucking
The Jod.
no, the English language, the whole clip,
Oh, the English language rant, yeah.
which does start with the Jod rant. You forget, but that's how it started. It started with a fucking
Oh right, it
Jod
did.
thing.
That was one long continuous bit.
Yep. It was hilarious. Alright, so, actually, I'm gonna go see if I can have any kind of dinner. You can start with Russia or Ukraine. I'll get to the calamity-dism question mark once I'm back.
Alright.
Because what I want to talk about the calamity-dism is the lore items that you get from defeating bosses, specific bosses.
The whispers.
Alright.
Yes, I will want to talk about them a little bit and see what I have found and read off a couple of them. Because they're very
Alright.
interesting.
So, to start us off, so you know how we've been going over how Russia's been having like a fuel price crisis. How it's
yes.
like a big problem. Yeah, so to address that problem, Russia has announced they are no longer gonna be subsidizing fuel. They are abolishing the fuel subsidy.
Just like that.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think they officially gave a reason, but the reason is they're out of money. So the
Okay.
price of Russian gasoline is going to get even more expensive. Also, by the way, for how bad it's going for them, Putin was forced to admit Ukraine is successfully striking Russian oil refineries.
Yeah, okay,
Uh,
it's pretty bad for
yeah.
them.
Yeah. He claims that it won't help them, but cope.
Oh my god. The delusion.
Yeah. Copium. A Russian railway internal investigation was leaked, revealing that at least one train derailment that was blamed on Ukraine actually wasn't. It wasn't Ukraine.
What?
No, it was just that the railroad operator basically disabled the safety systems and ordered the driver to drive at over double the track speed.
Oh my god.
And it resulted in a derailment.
Who would have known?
And the company who was like the operator just blamed it on Ukraine to try and evade responsibility.
To avoid their own incompetence. It was okay, Ukraine, guys, trust me.
In occupied Donetsk, Ukraine blew up a hardware store. Which usually they wouldn't do. However, the Russians had, like, the same day this happened, posted a video basically showing that they were using it as a storage location for a bunch of supplies. So Ukraine's like, well, if you're just gonna paint targets for us.
Then I might as well use them.
Yeah. Because it was specifically, they were filming a video, the Russians were filming a video, basically thanking civilians for donating them supplies, which surprisingly actually got to them. And then Ukraine's like, well, guess we're gonna just blow it up. So they blew it up. Because they were just visibly storing supplies in the store. In the background of the video. There was also the videos of the place burning, where there was also one of the videos shows a local in the parking lot just doing donuts for the funny. Honestly, based.
Yeah.
Russia managed to successfully hit a fuel depot holding a bunch of heating fuel for Ukraine, basically forcing Ukraine to emergency order imports from Europe to ensure its people would have heat for the winter. Russia furthermore struck the machinery hall of the Dnipro hydroelectric plant, knocking the generators offline of the dam. Now the generator hall is literally right next to the dam, so it's dangerously close to the dam, which would kill thousands, if not hundreds of thousands if it burst. That said, cruise missiles are like really bad for blowing up dams, because dams are just kind of like big concrete walls.
Yeah, that would be
It's pretty hard to cause them to catastrophically fail unless you get a demolition charge inside them or right on them. Cruise missiles are generally just not big enough. So at least there's that. Ukraine has revealed that Russia has discovered that poor weather, specifically heavy rain and fog, reduce Ukraine's air defense effectiveness by as much as 30% and has begun timing their mass strikes accordingly. Ukraine is expected to receive another 2 Patriot batteries before the end of the year, which should help because they are relatively unaffected compared to other air defense.
Oh yeah, they got that soon.
Ukrainian drones struck a major oil depot in Crimea. Russia was able to put the fire out after several days, so Ukraine just hit it again.
Damn.
It hit the other fuel tanks.
They really just said, how about I do anyway? No, wait, no, wrong one.
It's even funnier the second time!
No, you know what I was thinking? Wanna see me doing it again?
Yeah, literally. That's what they did.
By the way,
They did it again.
y'all remember the movie I was talking about like a while ago? The GIF I sent in the group chat before the Vaporeon that I just sent is from that movie. Damn, my brother is a fucking menace. I love that gremlin. She's such a goober.
Goober.
She calls herself the Emperor. No, Overlord, sorry. She is a little bit full of herself.
Got a bit of an ego on that one.
She has
There's
a
only
little
one
bit of an
emperor.
ego, but she also loves doing it in a way that she feels like she's on a stage. You know, like she's an actor on a stage and she plays the part of the Overlord. It's cool. Skipping ahead to the recommendations, I recommend y'all watch the Uma Musume OVA Top of the Road, I think it's called, and the Uma Musume OVA movie A New Generation? Beginning of a New Era.
Question.
Yes?
What's OVA stand for?
OVA. Original video animation.
Huh. Fair enough.
I had to look it up.
I was about to say, did you look that
I
up?
had to look it up because I have no idea. When I think of OVAs, I think of specials, like special anime, and like special animations.
Fair enough.
So yeah, they're both good, and also the animation itself. Oh god, it's so good. It's fucking brilliant, brilliant. I tell you.
You tell us.
How about you just watch it? They're both on YouTube. Actually, the OVA is on YouTube, like fully on YouTube, and it's in Japanese, but you can turn on YouTube English subs, and they're not
So if
auto-generated.
I watch anime, I have my websites. I have my contact.
but they are like the Cinderella, specifically Umumusume Cinderella Grey, on the Cygames website points to a YouTube channel, which is why I watched it. And it's where season 2, which yes, it got a season 2, even though. So, do you guys know how anime works?
What do you mean with how anime works?
How anime works in terms of releases.
Is it like how Mafia works?
What do you mean by that? Meep?
Yeah, I know how it works.
Meep, what do you mean by that?
It's the joke. That's how Mafia works.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that joke is... What was that from? 2020?
I have no idea.
16.
Maybe, yeah.
I have no idea.
But, okay, so animes work on seasons. You have 4 seasons throughout the year, and those seasons usually are 12 weeks, which is, typical length episode-wise for an anime. Uma Musume Cinderella Grey came out in the spring season of this year. It came out in April of 2025, and it's autumn, and they're releasing season 2. So, and I'm saying this, the styling for a lot of the things in Cinderella Grey are fucking amazing. If you watched, if you find Beginning of a New Era, I think it is on, might be on YouTube, it might not, I don't think it is on YouTube, but you can find like a billion shorts on it. It's so fucking good. And the other one is Road to the Top. Yeah, Road to the Top and Beginning of a New Era. I recommend both to be watched. You can only really find Beginning of a New Era on like certain websites, or the other kind of websites, if you know what I mean. I think Darius understands.
Yar Har Fiddle-Dee-Dee?
Yar Har Fiddle-Dee, correct? Which is where I found a Beginning of a New Era in Spanish dub. It's a bit of a long movie. It is an hour and 50 minutes. In terms of normal movies, I always think of like an hour and 20 or an hour and 30. So an hour and 48 is a little long, but it is so good. Oh my god. It's as an anime fan and now Uma Musume fan. If you like anime, it's a must watch. If you like Uma Musume, it's a must watch. If you like both, it's an absolute, you should watch this before you die kind of must watch. You know what I mean?
Nuh-uh.
Fuck you, I guess. Don't enjoy peak, I guess. Be boring. Be a cog on the
20 peak anime, trust me.
Be a gear on the system that is humanity. Don't break apart.
I just say go in Lagan. That's peak.
This also is peak. So fucking good.
Peak. The hit indie game Peak about climbing a mountain?
Wrong peak.
Peak? Oh!
I actually have never played Peak. Nor do I really have an interest in playing on it.
Okay, no, I won't say that.
But yeah, it's the animation, the way they portray the characters, so good. And it stars one of my favorite horses from Uma Musume, crazy fucking scientist Agnes Tachyon. she's so quirky and crazy and sciencey. One of the gifs I use the most when saying good morning is her like on a chair, leaning back on the chair with like a vial of something on her hand, like she's yapping. She's hilarious. She's one of my favorite Uma Musume characters. She's so fucking quirky. And also, in the real life Agnes Takian, fucked. Like,
Certified gooner.
no, certified breeding stallion. That dude had like I think it's like nearly 1,000 babies in total.
Wow.
Yeah, he
Fucking
fucked.
Genghis Khan of horses.
He fucked. Bro, stop, like...
Actually, question.
Yes? Yes?
Because I know in the Umas, all the Umas, I'm pretty sure they're all anime girls because anime girls.
Yes?
Are there boy Umas? Do they exist?
No. It's funny you say that. It's also explained in the lore. Because Umas don't just come from like an Uma Musume and a human father. You can also be like a normal couple, like both humans being a couple, and you can have an Uma daughter.
Imagine you all suddenly have a horse daughter.
Also,
Damn.
if that were the case, for example, Goldship would be a boy.
Oh, I was just wondering if it's like, oh yeah, it's a thing like the background lore, or something, and they just gender swap the characters because anime girls. But no, okay.
No,
Men
it's
just have a skill issue.
It's
just blame it on blame it on Hiroshima or something.
No, because Umas have been a thing in the... No, okay, I'm going to nerd out a little bit, because I've been doing some research on this on the side out of curiosity. This isn't the tism, I promise. I promise this isn't the tism, okay? But...
No, like, Meep just comes in with Hiroshima. Like it's Godzilla.
Yeah, like, it's become...
I mean, isn't that canonical? No, Godzilla was the Bikini Atoll test.
Yeah.
There are a lot of versions.
Well, like, it's funny you say that. No, it wouldn't be from nuclear bombs, because there's also international Umas. We were seeing some in Season 2 of Cinderella Grey. Some international horses from other parts of the world. I don't know if they're real or not, but they're technically from other parts of the world, according to the anime. But yeah, in theory, from Uma Musume has been there. The Uma Musumes have been with humanity since the dawn of time. Like, there are, in parts of like the beginning of one of the animes, you can see like Egyptian drawings of Umas. Anime style, but yes, you know what I mean. So,
Alright.
And males have just a skill issue. They just can't be horses. They can't be
they
humans.
can only be dudes. You can just be a guy. Like, none of us could be an Uma.
Damn.
Mina could be an Uma. You know what I mean?
I mean, the horse girls of the apocalypse will ride at dawn.
Basically, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, cowboys would be on top of Umas, or like running alongside them.
Red
the
Dead
Wild West must have been
Musume.
rude.
It's funny you say
Red
that.
Dead
Musume.
I think I've seen a couple memes of that. It's like fucking Arthur Morgan
Yeah, that's
riding on the
probably
like,
already.
shuttle.
Okay, oh, yeah, I sent you that one.
Yes.
Question.
Yes?
Okay, because this is an important one. So, if the Umas are just a thing that happens with people,
Mm-hmm.
does the lore go into the fact of, like, is it only certain human groups who do it, or is it just all humans?
Could be any human. Again, this could just be a
Okay,
random
'cause
dude.
the reason I bring it up
Uh-huh.
is the horse isn't native to all parts of the world.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So that could have some very interesting world-building implications, particularly in relation to the various people groups of, the various Pacific Islanders, but also the peoples of the New World. Given that, as iconic as the American Indian and his horse is, you have to remember horses were introduced by the Europeans to the American continent.
Fair enough. No, yeah, it's good you ask these
So ours
questions.
is just like that means it's part of the world theoretically where it's like, oh yeah, horses didn't exist, but Umas did.
Yes, basically that. Umas, yeah, you basically replace horses with Umas. Literally.
Except they're everywhere, that humans were.
I think so. I haven't gone
assume so.
fully into the lore itself, but it's more or less that, yeah. It's like, Umas are kind of everywhere. They just exist, and they, their main goal is to run the fastest that has ever been. But there has been, like, theories that there have been work Umas, working.
Maybe.
Probably
Actually,
fighting for the race.
that's what I would probably have assumed if it's like they revealed like, yeah, all the girl Umas are the race horses, and then all the guy Umas are all like the draft horses or stuff like that.
Yeah, it'd be funny, but also at the same time, a lot of the most famous Japanese horses are dudes. Like, there
Well,
are a few-
then they just get gender swapped because they have to be the race horses.
Yep. Like, again, the case, Goldship is a dude. Goldship is a stallion. Agnes Tachyon is a stallion. Speaking of...
Goldship is like the hottest stallion and the prettiest Uma girl.
I mean, I wouldn't call Goldship the prettiest. I
For me,
think there are
for me she
prettier
is.
ones. But Golchi is kind of a hinge. It's very funny to say. I think it was either the owner or the caretaker for Goldship. They saw the anime version of Goldship and was like, yeah, no, the horse is even weirder.
Yeah. The horse is actually pretty more weird.
Quirky. He be quirky. He be
Quirked
very
up
quirky.
operator goaded with the swouse.
Oh, Chip is fucking crazy.
Quirked up ones.
Yes. Anyway. Russia, Ukraine. Jimmy, I don't know if you heard. In order to fix their fuel price problem, Russia is stopping subsidizing gasoline.
What?
Because they're broke.
So... Wait, what does that... Wait, hold on, wait, what?
Russia is, I've mentioned that because Ukraine keeps blowing up the Russian refineries, which Putin's actually had to acknowledge now, Russian gasoline is expensive as fuck. And because Russia is broke, they've had to stop subsidizing gasoline, which is going to make it even more expensive.
Okay, how long do you guys think the Russian regime will last?
Honestly, at this point, I feel like it would be a legitimate thing to like take bets on of which will keel over first, the Russian government or Donald Trump.
Okay. Damn. Just like that. He just says it in such a casual way. Who will kill Oliver first?
Yeah. Because Russia is basically on the brink of economic collapse, and Donald Trump is
On the brink of the health
basically on the brink of health collapse. So
place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
you know
Who
the
will come
news.
out on top?
Yeah. Continuing on, the primary Russian fuel depot in Crimea got blown up by Ukrainian drones. The Russian firefighters spent like 5 days trying to put out the fire. Eventually they
hear
did. Yeah. And then Ukraine slammed drones into the other fuel tanks there and set them on fire. As far as I'm aware, they're still burning.
Based.
And the thing is, this fuel terminal, by the way, it's right on where the Russians import fuel to Crimea by boat, which means it's right on the water. Which means slight issue. The water's on fire.
God damn it. Because the oil's on fire, right? And the oil's on top of the water.
Yeah, because a bunch of the oil sloughed off into the sea, which is unfortunate. The Black Sea is already full of enough oil as it is.
Of course, that's
From
why
the
it's
previous
called the Black
Russian
Sea.
oil spills. Yeah, it's called the Black Sea because Russia keeps spilling oil in it.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, the reason we know the sea's on fire is because it's on fire enough. NASA's wildfire satellites are flagging the ocean as fire. Well, not the ocean, the sea.
God damn.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, a lot of these like refinery strikes, the reason we know they're on fire is because NASA's wildfire satellites are the ones snitching. The news. The only railroad through occupied Zaporizhia, so this is a region of Ukraine occupied by Russia. There's one railroad that goes through it that goes between like the Donbass region and like the actual land connection into Crimea. And this rail connection has been blocked for the better part of a month now because Ukraine blew up a fuel train on this bit of track, and Russia has not been able to clear it.
Lamau.
For, no, wait, it's for 2 months. I've misread my notes.
Damn.
Presumably because it's obviously in drone range of the border, which means if they try and bring in any heavy equipment to clear it, it'll just get hit by drones.
Yep. So there's just been boots trying to clear it?
Yeah. In other news, so we mentioned Russia's fuel prices are going up and they've stopped subsidizing gas. I joked that was their solution, but they actually do have a proposed solution. They're supposedly mulling putting a price cap on gasoline. Meaning gas stations wouldn't be allowed to sell gasoline for more than a set amount. And the thing is, because the price of gasoline that those gas stations have to pay is so high, they'd likely have to end up selling it at a loss, which means they just won't. Or if they do, they'd be selling it on the black market for far more than even if they were selling it legitimately without the price cap, because black market. So, in other news, the Russian government put out an official video for guidance on how to stay safe during a drone attack. Now, this was like legitimately like an actual like guide, and I've seen it. It's actually pretty good advice, but it's like this is we went from we'll take Kyiv in 3 days to this. This is how well the 3-day special military operation is going.
Biggest fell off. It wasn't, then again, it fell off at the beginning, but yeah.
Yeah. By the way, the advice was basically, if you hear the sound of drones, take cover, don't be near windows. If you find a downed drone, don't approach it and call the authority, call 911. Well, not the Russian equivalent of 911. And basically stuff like that. It's like actual like legitimate instructions. So it's actually good. It's taken them so long to actually finally do this and acknowledge that there's an actual problem, but they've had to acknowledge there's an actual problem, which is embarrassing to them.
Yeah, I have to acknowledge a few problems now.
Yeah. So apparently, I'm not sure if this is the same one that happened off Gibraltar or if this is a new one. I've seen claims of both, but there's a Russian diesel-electric submarine that had to emergency surface due to an internal fuel tank leak. I saw reports that it was off France, and I don't know if it's the same one or a new one. It's having to limp back to Russia on the surface. And it's reportedly having to dump the leaked, internally leaking fuel. It's having to reportedly dump it overboard. So, yay! Pollution! Russia's favorite thing. Yeah. Point and laugh. Fucking surface submarine limping home. you know the news, satellite photography, satellite imaging, of Russia's massed stores of Soviet tanks that go back to like fucking T-50s. They're almost empty.
What?
Russia has almost run out of tanks. Like, completely. Like, the current estimate is that the T-72, which is the relatively modern-ish Russian tank,
Ish.
their strategic reserves before the war were estimated to be over 7,000 units. It is currently estimated that of intact units, they have less than 100.
Oh my god.
They do technically have more, however, they're like hulks. They're hulls that have been long since stripped for parts.
Damn.
So, yeah. Reminder, Russia doesn't throw away anything. Like, as I mentioned, they've been seen pulling out like T-50s, T-55s from the 1950s. Like first generation MBTs.
Damn.
And the thing is also, I saw someone like doing some like serious like analysis on like why specifically Russian tanks especially have been doing particularly ass in Ukraine. And part of the problem is that, first of all, tanks in general struggle in urban combat environments where attacks can come from unpredictable angles. The Russian tanks especially struggle in this sort of scenario due to the design of Russian tanks emphasizing their use on relatively flat terrain, like you'd find in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And drones effectively turn any battlefield into an urban battlefield in terms of because they come from unconventional angles, especially the top. And if you're Russia and your tanks are designed to fight on extremely 2D battlefields, your tanks just don't have any ability to stand up to drones at all. I mean, even Western tanks like struggle with drones, which is why they've been doing a lot of refits for them recently, because they've realized, oh shit, this is a big problem. But the difference is they're actually in a position with, one, they have the economy, and two, the base designs are actually able to do it. Because the thing is, I mentioned the T-72 is relatively modern.
Uh-huh.
Relatively is the key word. Because, if I remember right, the T-72 is basically an improved version of the T-62, which is an improved version of one of the T-50 hulls.
So they're basically still using like a similar recipe. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it kind of broke.
I'd like to point out, some of the quote, I don't remember if it's the it's the T-72, I'm pretty sure, basically uses the same engine as the T-34.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What do you mean the T-34?
You know, the Soviet T-34.
You mean the medium tank?
Yes. From World War II. They basically use the same engine.
What?
Ah,
Help me out
Russia.
here because it don't make sense.
And
I think it's the T-90.
three
The
days.
T-90 finally got a new engine that's fully new, and not just a slight improvement on the T-34's engine.
Well, was that
But-
engine good to begin with?
The T-34's engine?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was a great engine. In the
Well,
1940s.
40s. What the fuck? That make no sense. Make it make sense.
Well, hey, it could be worse. supposedly the engine used in the Russians' totally real super tank, the T-14 Armata. Supposedly, it's an improved version of the engine from the Porsche Tiger.
Why the Porsche Tiger? The Porsche Tiger engine was ass! Didn't it, like, overheat super easily?
Yes.
What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, as a tank enjoyer, this makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. It's Russia. The bigger the contraption they need to design for their military, the worse it is. They can design good guns.
Kalashnikov. Actually, no, because
no, just like-
Kalashnikov's... Is Kalashnikov Russian?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Well, I'm surprised.
But it's the Russians and the Soviet Union. They are legitimately good at designing guns and cannon.
Mm-hmm.
They are good at that.
Now, for the rest of it...
That is something that is they do legitimately make good guns. As an American, that is something the Soviets and the Russians can do. They have made many very capable, very good guns. Both small arms. No, they've made many good guns.
No, you said... Oh, whatever. You said good gun. I thought you were making a joke.
No, it was the plural cut off. That is something they are good at. The Soviet military-industrial complex, the Russian military-industrial complex, they don't have many things they're good at, but they can make guns. Anyway.
About anything else? What?
Their designers tend to at least be pretty good.
I heard that the Navy is pretty capable.
They're pretty capable coral reefs.
Yeah.
I was scrolling through Twitter for a moment and I found a funny meme. Do you guys mind if I say it?
Oh wait, hold on. Before you do, Russian Navy.
Yes.
I was not expecting it.
Imagine.
I was not expecting it at all. Alright.
The Danube Navy is probably better, I swear to God.
Reminder, the Soviet Union lost the naval battle to Czechoslovakia, a landlocked country they didn't border.
As I said, Danube is heavier than the Navy. The mighty Danube River strikes again.
The mighty Russian brown water navy. Anyway, Jimmy, your meme.
I'm glad he's frozen in there, and then we're out here, and then he's the sheriff, and then we're frozen out here, and then we're in there, and I just remember we're out here. And what I want to know is where's the normal? I'm gonna share this to images.
I think I've seen this or something like it, where it's the Shaggy from the original Scooby-Doo just saying things and it's just edited.
YouTube boop the boop.
Yeah.
I love YouTube.
In other news,
it's an ancient art, the one of YouTube poops, especially nowadays with all the.
I have to agree.
With all
Made
the
it
AI
ancient?
bullshit. YouTube poops are old as fuck. They're like closing into 20 years old. Some of them.
I mean, these two, like we have channels in German that still do them, and they're pretty popular.
in other news, Russia has updated how they do their draft, where it's now so apparently Russians are required to have the official government app on their phone, and they now do draft via the app. And basically, as soon as you get the notification, they freeze your passport.
Oh, cool.
Hey, cool!
And if you fail to show up, you are a fugitive, and you can't get any loans or basically do anything.
So basically, you're forced to do it.
Yeah. For the crime of not wanting to just fucking die. In other news, Russia has taken a page out of the IDF's book and blown up a UN aid convoy. Specifically, this was a clearly marked UN aid convoy to the city of Kherson, which got blown up by Russian FPV drones. This was carrying like food and medical supplies and stuff for the civilians. Russia then proceeded to release their FPV drone video of the attack, bragging about it. They claimed it was actually a military convoy, and that even if it wasn't, Russia has, quote, banned all vehicle movement in the region.
Okay.
Oh, these are like clearly marked UN vehicles. You can see they're painted white and they're labeled UN on like all sides, including the roof.
They even bomb UN convoys and also at this point. They just turn the entire world against you. Which sadly does not happen for some reason, but
Yeah, for some fucking reason. Some fucking reason they're allowed to get away with this shit. Next up, what was next? Russian state media ran a segment where they're talking about how they can quickly and humanely end the war by erasing multiple large cities off the face of the earth.
nuking them?
No, they don't say nuking,
Oh, okay.
but that's really the only option they'd have to do this.
I mean, it
'cause-
sounded like, yeah, nuclear bomb erasing. Yeah, it sounded similar. Which would be like, no, I don't have to say it. What that means. Oh my god.
So, yeah. Most sane Russian state media presenter. So, yeah, like, that is the status of the fucking Russians. For their mindset. This week we also had a rare appearance of a Russian armored spearhead assault, where they got a bunch of tanks and tried to push the front line with them. Tried.
Damn.
Results?
Not good.
100% vehicle losses.
As I expected.
Okay. It wasn't a valiant defeat, it was a total loss. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if most of them didn't even reach the front line. Like, they didn't even reach the line of contact. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, we're going to get them now, Chad. Oh, that was something.
Well, you tried.
Ukraine be like, must have been the wind.
Insert the funny sticker of like you tried. What was that noise? Must have been the wind. God, speaking of funny voices, the other day I think I was playing Terraria with Amy or some VC with Amy, talking about something, and we were talking about my Kronk voice. Darius knows about it. I don't know, have you heard me talking like Kronk before?
Maybe.
Jimmy got like one of the best Kronks
Oh yeah,
I've
it's
heard.
all coming together.
Oh, yeah, that's great, Kronk.
No, and he does that
Oh,
voice with Bidoof.
It's all
Bidoof
put
is
together.
I'm
Oh,
Bidoof,
God,
yeah,
Bidoof.
I'm Bidoof's voice.
Yeah,
That's Bidoof's
and
voice.
always when he speaks like this, I just laugh my ass off.
I mean, I'm glad
And you
people
melt
like it.
whenever you hear spin there.
Oh, when I go crazy.
then he used this voice and goes absolutely bananas.
He just absolutely goons.
Absolutely. I think we just lost them. Matter of fact, I think we just lost them. So, whoops.
Yeah. You know the news?
No,
Trump and
finish.
Zelensky. Oh.
I didn't finish my funny thing. I was talking with Amy the other day. I was doing some funny Kronk shit. And by complete accident, I wanted to say, oh yeah, it's all coming together. In accident, I said, oh yeah, this is happening. And Amy lost it. Like, lost it. Because that is a line from Sonic... Because that's a line from Sonic Adventure 1. And I mistakenly said, this is happening, instead of it's all coming together. I don't think I've seen Amy laugh so hard in a while.
I think you need her.
Stop for... Like, we needed to stop for a moment for her to stop laughing at it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Absolute cinema.
Was it bigger than heal?
It was similar. I think it might have been like
okay.
similar level to it. It was hilarious.
Do we have a clip?
I don't know if we do, but it's been this week, so you could probably find it and make a clip out of it. If Amy hasn't done a clip of it already, I can ask Amy if she wants to make a clip out of it.
Let me check the clip channel.
We do have the heal clip, but that's on Amy's channel, not mine.
Clips channel.
If not, I'm pretty sure
The heal is in there, and then the only other clip channel is, and we put in Amy hates
Anahita.
Oh yeah, because she
It's,
was talking about something, and then Anahita
Calamity
killed
Boss.
her from Calamity. She just got fucking rich. She just exploded with anger. It was really funny. I'm gonna ask her, hey Amy.
Which has a boss that is
Amy,
named
go
to
find the
revive
clip.
him,
Go make
but
the
straight
clip.
up it's just aware. If you haven't seen a flying whale before, go to Calamity bosses. They are real, trust me.
Anyway,
Let's wrap up though. Russia, Ukraine. Trump and Zelensky had another meeting.
okay.
Okay.
It went okay. I mean, the actual meeting itself was fine. The main thing was people were expecting Trump to announce that he was going to be selling Tomahawks to Ukraine.
Which he did.
No, he didn't. Presumably because the day before he had a phone call with Putin. But the thing is, like, Tomahawks, in terms of actual military impact, they wouldn't really have done much. Especially since the reporting before it was like, he was probably only going to sell them like 50 tops. And Ukraine has like their own domestic things of similar capability. The thing is, you have to keep in mind the Tomahawk is old as shit.
Oh, it's old? How old?
Yes. It's a really good.
Sounds
throwing
like it's
weapon.
from the 90s. It somehow gives me 90s vibes. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
why.
It's, from the
It's from
70s.
before the 90s, I can tell you that
I
much.
think it's
Okay,
from the
80s at
70s.
max.
Tomahawk cruise missile.
I don't know why. It sounds like it'd be something that you would hear in Top Gun.
I'm just going off with the name
Yo,
vibe
Tomahawk,
and somehow
cruise missile, on your six.
80, 90. Kick me. I never watched Top Gun.
Where is? It's not. Why does
Neither
it say
have
on
I,
the
but it
Wikipedia
feels
page?
like something that could be in a movie like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair. It's an American name. Like it could appear in a movie. Wait, there's for sure a movie called also Tomahawk.
Probably.
Probably
Yeah,
about
Bone Tomahawk.
Indian Americans.
1970s.
Aha, I was right.
Yeah,
The
okay.
70s.
Yeah.
But they were first used in the 90s.
That I guess we're both right then.
According
I
to
guess
Google,
we both are right, yeah.
they were first used during the Gulf War as part of Desert Storm. However, they were introduced in the 7th.
Okay, so they went into 7. Okay, both get a point.
10 points for Gryffindor.
But I thought like, yeah, Desert Storm, like that kind of thing, whatever used.
It's the Tomahawk is one of the reasons we brought back the Iowa class battleships. One of the times we did that, because the problem that Tomahawk had for use by the Navy was that it was really fucking big.
Big. It was large.
So
The Americans love the things being pretty big, yeah.
Yeah,
well, the problem was it
you have
meant
a
that most ships physically couldn't carry them. It's like or the ships that could carry like
2.
8.
Oh, okay.
They carried 2 armored box launchers, which each carried 4 missiles. The Iowas, when they got brought back in the 70s to carry them, the Iowas carried 8 armored box launchers of 4 each.
Which means 17... 16?
32.
32, goddamn.
I can't count, bro.
Neither can I, apparently. Goddamn. I'm cooked.
You know, I have a calculator with me every day, so.
Yeah. And yeah, they are a long-range land attack missile. There's technically an anti-ship version of the missile, but it sucks ass.
Damn.
Sucks.
Suck.
It has very long range, but it's slow and kind of dumb, and it flies in a straight line,
Why would it fly in
which
a
means it's
straight line?
really easy to shoot down.
Yep.
Seems pretty straight to me.
That said, it didn't really matter because American naval doctrine really didn't matter about ship-launched anti-ship missiles. That was like almost irrelevant. Because why do we need to develop a missile that can fly 300 miles to blow up an enemy ship if we can just launch a plane to go 400 miles and then launch 4 missiles that go 50 miles?
Makes sense to me.
Man, aircraft
Then-
is crazy.
Yeah, and then the plane can go home and pick up another 4 missiles.
I go home.
Why people
American
need-
naval doctrine was built around this thing called the aircraft carrier.
Yep.
Man, this sounds like a new technology. I mean, but I don't know how old aircraft carriers actually are.
Well, I believe I covered that in my last TISM.
Yep. Yes, you did.
I do honestly. I have only like the story of the ship like in my mind when it came to the TISM.
That was supposed to be the emphasis of it, but the point is they started showing up just after World War One. At least in
so
a form
it was
that we'd
between,
recognize.
Okay.
It was like 1920 was when the first like quote-unquote modern aircraft carrier showed up.
Because yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Designed for airplanes, opposed to balloons.
Yo, holy shit, balloons? Get the monkeys.
Boy, I swear when I hear balloons, I get crazy. I'm going to go crash out.
But then, final thing. Trump has apparently announced his plan for his next in-person meeting with Putin to be held in Budapest.
Orban!
Wait. Isn't Putin considered a war criminal?
Yes.
Yeah,
And they have a warrant for arrest for him?
yeah, but it's Orban.
Yes.
Orban doesn't care.
Yeah. Orban doesn't
That
give a shit. He
bitch-ass
likes Putin.
motherfucker.
Oh,
Also, there's the slight problem. How the fuck is Putin gonna get to Hungary?
Yeah, good question.
Like- Because if he flies over a lot of countries, they're very likely gonna like send up fighters be like, "Yo, you need to like land. We need to arrest someone who's on your plane.
Yeah.
They've got a warrant for their arrest."
Like the only country is, funnily enough, basically Austria that is in the middle of everything. Yeah, that's the only NATO country.
Well, that wouldn't
And
help.
not NATO
Like
country.
the theory is like they'd have to like fly like around via the Middle East, come up through the Mediterranean, and like go through like Slovakia into Hungary.
Yeah, that's GG.
But the other thing is it's Budapest specifically,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is relevant because Budapest is the city where the Budapest Memorandum was signed, where the United States, the United Kingdom, and Russia agreed to provide security guarantees to Ukraine in exchange for Ukraine becoming the only country in the history of the world to willingly give up their nuclear weapon.
Which turned out to be one of the worst decisions.
Yeah. Exactly.
Damn.
And basically, Trump's like, yo, we should have a meeting in that city.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, that's symbolism, but yeah, I don't know if Trump has thought about that one.
Probably
it's
not.
entirely likely. It's entirely likely he didn't. He just wants to have a three-way bromance between himself, Putin, and Orban.
You know, that's where I wonder, does Trump or does Putin top?
Putin.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Considering how Putin has been playing Trump for like the cheap zoo he is, probably Putin.
Yeah. And Orban
the
is the
thing is-
cameraman. Absolute cinema.
Wait, what? What did you say?
He said
Orban is
Orban's
the-
the cameraman.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking shit.
Honestly, feels like it.
Yes, that's what it is. It's fucking cinema.
Ah, that's also fairly close to my country where they're fucking meeting technically. Damn.
Yeah.
Hopefully the shit that's not
They need to have their fucking bromance animated special 34 Reasons Why. Anyway, moving on. Is it recommendations time?
There was the tism, if I remember correctly.
Oh, right. Jimmy wanted to do his mini-tism.
Okay, so I'm going to put up Google Chrome really quickly to explain a little bit what I mean by that. Calamity mod lore items. So in Calamity, just by the way, just to have it separated, Calamity lore and regular Terraria lore are not the same thing. They're two completely different things. So bosses in Calamity that are Terraria Vanilla have different lore than vanilla lore. For example, the biggest example actually is the mechanical bosses. In Terraria, Vanilla Terraria, it is I think it's theorized or it's outright told that the mechanical bosses were the creations of the mechanic while enforced by the lunatic cultists who kept her imprisoned in the dungeon. In Calamity, let me read. These unwieldy beasts of steel were the experiments of Tradon, my former colleague and prodigious engineer. His intent was to fuel the war machine with soul energy, allowing it to fight with purpose and zeal. The creations were a success, perhaps too much, as one of the souls continued to express their own free will. Drayden was displeased with the results. However, they were my soldiers with a loyalty forged new in iron. I dismissed them from duty, yet they linger here still, scouring the land for evidence of the divine. Unfortunately for you, that puts you in their crosshairs. Give them a battle worth dying in. You know? And each one of them has their own lore item.
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not everyone, if I remember correctly.
No, all the bosses, all the major bosses have lore items.
I know, I thought about the Torium bosses, never mind, yeah.
No, Thorium doesn't have lore items.
Yeah.
Also, some specific. There's also specific lore bits for different points in the game. You have one for the beginning, one for I think is when you beat the lunatic cultist? Question mark? Yes,
Isn't
one
there
for
also
when
one
you
with
beat
after Wall of Flesh?
Nope. The one you get from the Wall of Flesh is the Underworld. The one from Hell.
Ah, yeah.
You get one from beating the Lunatic Cultist, you get one from beating the Moon Lord, and you get one from beating Supreme Calamitous. These lore items seem to be whispers from one of the major characters to Calamity lore known as Yarim, the what's Yarim? Yarim configuration. Yeah, Yarim, known as the Godseeker, Golden Heretic, or Tyrant King, is a prominent figure in the Calamity mod's lore and is responsible for many of the events preceding the game. A lot of the lore comes from him. Like, a lot of the lore items themselves come from Yarim himself explaining the world around him and how he waged war against these gods that were terrorizing, the land he lived in, and how he eventually became a tyrant and, lost a lot of his followers. For example, Arabai, the Supreme Witch Calamitous, and the Permafrost, which are both NPCs that end up living in your village, in your world, are both, NPCs that used to work for Yarim. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get dinner. Probably eat it too. Once I'm back, we'll continue with that. So, free discourse for the moment, then, for you. If you have anything you want to talk about while I'm gone, if you want to talk shit about me, this is not the time.
Oh, fuck you, man. There's not much talk about.
Let us consult the news app to see if there's any this particular bullshit.
Jimmy went away. I think Jimmy is away again.
Yeah, he is going to look for dinner
Uh-huh.
and potentially eat it.
Oh, so my fucking god. So you mentioned earlier how Trump pardoned George Santos, who was convicted of fraud and identity theft. He's apparently coming out defending Trump for pardoning him, saying that Trump would have critics for pardoning Christ off the cross. Oh, because fucking of course that's what he goes to.
Christianity. The excuse to do anything you want.
Apparently, thieves stole from the Louvre some crown jewels of the French. 9 pieces of the French crown jewels. Louvre. Trump calls the president of Colombia an illegal drug dealer.
Okay.
Hexus says they blew up another drug boat.
Another one down.
police in Maryland are searching for a hit-and driver who plowed into a child's birthday party, injuring 11.
My God, what?
Trump posts an AI video of dumping something on fucking No Kings protesters.
Cringe.
The Coast Guard buys 2 private jets for Kristi Noem. Or Department of Homeland Security. Or is it the Coast Guard? I don't know. It says both.
Oh, okay.
It's the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, so what it is they're new jets for the Department of Homeland Security, but they're operated by the Coast Guard, and they're replacing a pair of existing jets that are 20 years old.
Ah. Okay, so not replacement only.
Okay. Government shutdown stretched into its 3rd week. Oh, that's the big one. There's currently a case before the U.S. Supreme Court, which would theoretically allow the U.S. Supreme Court to effectively kill the Voting Rights Act.
It's what?
The Supreme Court potentially could effectively strike down the Voting Rights Act.
What the fuck?
Over basic, because there's a redistricting case that got brought up to them, where it's something to do with the specifically Section 2, basically something to do with intentionally drawing the voting districts to basically give minorities more power in Congress. And so, or rather, mandate that they actually have representation in Congress. I don't know, I'm not super familiar with the specific. Let's see. There is early testing shows a promising results in a drug for treating breast cancer.
Ooh.
Two United Airlines aircraft bumped into each other on the ground at an airport. Taylor Swift wore a merch shirt from the Monterey Bay Aquarium and then auctioned it off to raise $2 million for the aquarium.
Oh, it's nice.
The White House now has a Blue Sky account.
They have now a Blue Sky account too. Oh god. Those nice social media things, huh?
David Attenborough becomes the new oldest daytime Emmy winner ever at 99.
He's already 19. Damn. Love that guy.
Prince Andrew of the British royal family has renounced his royal titles.
Wait, who? Prince Harry?
Prince Andrew.
Oh, that guy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, with all of the scandals, makes sense.
Trump has unveiled his plans to build a Triumph Arch near the Lincoln Memorial to serve as a ceremonial entrance to DC. He did this as a fundraiser because he's trying to build a stupid ballroom on the White House.
Oh god. This fucking ballroom.
Trump's tariffing large trucks. California is suing plastic bag manufacturers over alleging that they were improperly marking their products as recyclable even though they weren't.
Yeah, okay, that's a dick move from by the fucking companies. Full right to sue in. Only fucks up the recycling process.
Luigi Mangioni's defense attorney says that the regime is using him as a pawn. Well, I use the term administration. Former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton compares the Trump administration to the Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin and his secret police.
Silence, please. Uy.
A storm badly damaged parts of Alaska so badly that the governor says some people won't be able to go home for 18 months.
18 months is a long time, holy shit. That storm must have been really bad.
Trump apparently during the Zelensky meeting got asked questions about Venezuela, and he dropped the F-bomb on national television. Which is the second time he's done it now, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I believe that was the second time now that I've heard from you at least.
Trump is trying to sue the New York Times again.
Wow.
Alright, so where was I? I was talking about things. I was talking about lore. So, there's also a few items that have a little bit of a lore in them. There's like very few. But there's a couple items that I find interesting. For example, the Wolfram Prophecies. There's a early game magic weapon called the Wolfram Prophecies. Technology and magic have been forever locked in an arms race of imitation and retaliation. At times, they work in tandem, as seen in certain prosthetic limbs. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I'm going to not say any of the post-Muller ones, which are, post-Muller, it's the heavy stuff. But there's one pre-Muller boss I want to speak of, lore-wise. It's the bee. It's the nuclear bee, the Plaguebringer Goliath. Because yes, Draydon grabbed a queen bee and fitted it with nuclear missiles. I'm
As you do.
kidding. An innocent queen forced to bear an agonizing existence. This is nothing short of a crime against nature. Without consulting me, Draydon sought to weaponize the already well-organized jungle bees. When he revealed his finished project, I was enraged. I ended up slaving them. It was despicable. Vile, even. Draydon cared little for my outrage and returned to his other work without further incident. From that point on, I stopped making requests of Draydon. He'd show me his true colors. In my later days, I was far from virtuous, but I would never shackle a creature defined my name. They would make me no better than the vile scoundrels I pursued. So that's fucking cool.
Spooky.
Another cool one is the Brimstone Crag. The Brimstone Crag's item lore, because there's an item lore specifically for this biome, is called the Azafir. Oft called the First City, its tumultuous history stretches back through the Cornic era, an old jewel of civilization, the immersed seat of the underworld, provided unlimited potential in defense and industry. Such were the abilities of the Forge Masters that when I swayed them to my cause, I was never lacking for arms. It pains me to say this even in hindsight, but their own artisanry paved the downfall of the entire city. For the witch and I, the air here will forever be laden with regret. There is nothing to be done. And the last one I'm gonna say, just, give you a like of the lore. So if you want more lore, either look it up in the wiki or play the game. Sorry, I had to drink some water.
Water.
I had seen this monster roaming the night in the past and thought nothing of it. But its technology was certainly one of Draydon's creations. But to think I was housing a clone of the witch. Detestable. Surely Calamitas would want nothing to do with such a project. I know not how it wields the brimstone magic. Perhaps someday one of us may find answers. like all of the bosses drop 1, and it's so cool. It's just fucking neat that the Calamity devs went into such detail when it comes to their own lore.
yes.
Like fucking kudos, dog. Fucking kudos.
The lore is absolutely amazing.
It's really good, and I like the fact that they say, yeah, no, this isn't like we're not intertwining with like vanilla lore. We're using these bosses in our own lore in our own way.
Yeah, they do it in their own way and build their own kind of world.
Yeah,
And also the entire atmosphere.
With like tools given from Terraria.
Yes. Also the music, man.
I mean, yes.
Especially Yawan's theme in this case when it also comes to lore.
Yes, yeah, it's also really good, but yeah, it's just like. I just received a message. I did not. Okay, I'm imagining things. Also, I think my father is like drunk.
From wine or what?
I think it's a combination of wine and a medicine he took this morning.
Yeah, that can be. Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think I've seen him like this before. He's not like angry drunk. He's like silly drunk.
Okay, that's as long as it's a silly thing, you know.
Yeah, he's
that's
like
the best type of
kinda
drunk.
chill about it. Mom is kind of concerned because he's drinking more wine as we speak right now, even though he really shouldn't be. But yeah, that's a lick of the Calamity lore, because I think Calamity has some really interesting lore behind it. And do you guys want to know how it came up that I started looking up Calamity lore?
How did it come up, Jimmy?
I mean, I know one
I was
YouTube video that talked about it, yeah.
I was in the middle of class, having finished my assignments, and I had nothing else better to do, and I was listening to the Plague Bring Goliath theme. I was like, I wonder how the hell this fucking Maccabee came to be. And I started looking it up, and then I looked up, looks inside lore. Looks inside again, more lore.
That was your first time, like, getting deeper into the lore?
Yeah, I've understood what the lore is.
Yeah, of course.
I have like a lick of understanding of the lore, but I never really delved deep into it until, that day. And it's really interesting. I feel like they've really nailed their craft, the Calamity devs. If they could nail pedophiles to the walls and kick them, that's a different story.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Well, I know.
And if you don't, there's a reason why the drunk princess isn't in the game anymore. Let's just say that. And yes, there was an NPC called the Drunk Princess.
Okay.
And also, she gave you a mount that was basically a My Little Pony horse if you defeated the Devourer of Gods while drunk.
As you do.
As you do. And it's literally a transformation of her turning into a pony. Into like a fucking Pegasus pony. And, yeah, it's like you mounted the pony, you flied around, you did your things, and when you dismounted, suddenly, boom, Drunk Princess right next to him. It's like,
why would you get that as a reward for Devourer of Gods?
What?
Like, you would have to defeat the Devourer of Gods drunk, right? To get it.
Yes.
Sorry, but that is like the shittiest reward I've ever heard for like that accomplishment.
I mean, not actually drunk.
Not still, like, bro.
Hey,
why would I want the Pegasus?
Alcohol and Calamity is really fucking strong. It's more of like a neat thing, I guess. Because also, like, you don't really get out, like, until I knew about the existence of the Drunk Princess and how you get her, which is by getting a specific item that has been renamed. Now I think it's called now Purple Haze. It used to be called the Fab Salts vodka. But yeah, you needed to craft that item for the drunk princess to move in. Now it's just you just craft them. Now you just craft the items, and the candles have been moved elsewhere. I remember when you could get all the 4 candle buffs. God, that was so good. That made you feel like a fucking god. Also, fun fact, speaking of lore items that we were speaking a moment ago, in 1.3.5, like old Calamity, like when there were no
Roomba.
Exomex and Supreme Calamitas was still a giant ball, the lore items were still lore items, but if you favorited the lore items, they would give you a bonus effect, depending on the boss item. Some were horrible, some were pretty good. There are 2 I vividly remember from my playthrough because I kept them throughout most of it ever since I got them, really. Which were Ravager and Plaguebringer Goliath. What Plaguebringer Goliath did was increase flight time by a shit ton and flight speed by a shit ton. But I think it was your defense was reduced significantly. And what the Plaguebringer Goliath did, sorry, Ravager did is, I think it was increase your health and defensive stats, like damage reduction and shit, but your flight time decreased. So you could just favorite both to get buffs from both and also recover a little bit from the loss from the other one. It was really fucking busted. I'm kind of glad they removed it, but I think it was still a really neat idea. That I think with a few more balancing could have been really neat to have. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Is there anything else we want to say, or are we out of ideas, boys?
Other than suggestions, I think that's about it.
Alright, suggestions. I already said mine. Watch Uma Musume Gang. Watch Uma Musume Dawn of a New Era, and watch Uma Musume Cinderella Grey and Top to the Road. Road to the Top, sorry. I said Top to the Road. God damn it. Yeah, but watch those. The OVA is 4 episodes and they're all on YouTube. So I can share a link after the stream if you really want to watch it. I recommend it because it's really good. Also, Cinderella Grey Season 2 is currently ongoing. We are in Chapter 4. I think 4 or 3. 1 or 2, but we are picking up. There are finally international Umas in Japan. There's like a couple American, a Brit, a New Zealander, and an Italian woman.
The adjective for someone from New Zealand is Kiwi.
We have a Kiwi. That sounds a little derogatory. Why am I calling someone a fruit?
No, it's after the bird.
It's also the bird. The kiwi bird.
I know, but when I think of Kiwi, I don't think of the bird. I think of the fruit.
Fair.
I think of both at the same time.
You're quirky like that, dude. Congratulations.
Same picture.
Yeah, this is
It's the same picture, basically, yeah.
show me the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
Okay, look, if you look at the kiwi bird, you see the resemblance of a kiwi. At least when it comes to, like, the outside.
Yes, we could open up a kiwi bird and we'd find a regular kiwi inside. We've
That
heard
also.
We've heard the meme a billion times, Darius.
That is not even the meme, I'm being straight up here. I think
Yeah, like, because the texture of the
Yeah.
of the feathers does kind of look like the kind of furry outside of the kiwi fruit.
Yep.
Exactly.
But
So, for recommendations from me,
shocker.
one of my favorite bands put out their new album this week. Sabaton. They put out some new songs.
Wait, Sabaton's still ongoing?
Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Aren't they like
They put out some new
old?
songs. No.
I thought they were old. Isn't Zero Dawn the one
No.
that did Panther Camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that one.
Panzerkampf.
I mean, they're not exactly a brand new band anymore, but they're not old.
Yeah, they're
They're
not
not
like.
Metallica.
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
they're from
they put out
1999. I thought they were older, my bad.
the highlights from the new album, in my experience, in my opinion, is they've got one on the Egyptian pharaohs, which is really good. They've got my favorite from the album, one on Vlad the Impaler,
Whoa. Okay, that was.
which goes hard. They've got one on the Knights Templar.
Okay, the Templar.
Got a pretty good one that's on Joan of Arc.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
There is one on, I think his name is Lo Bu, a Chinese warlord from the Three Kingdoms period.
Yes, Lubu, let's go. Lubu match.
There's Caesar crossing the Rubicon, which is two versions of that one, because there's one version where it's them, one where they collabed with someone else. That one's better. They've got one on Napoleon. Which is-
Sneak Napoleon.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of their Napoleon one. The cadence to it's a bit weird, in my opinion. That, and honestly, there's someone else who I think did a better Napoleon one. They did one on Genghis Khan as well. They did one for Genghis Khan,
Oh,
which I feel like would have been the perfect opportunity for them to do a collab with the band The Who, but they didn't.
Damn.
If you're not familiar who that is a Mongolian band who does like
road
metal
singer?
music, but with traditional Mongolian instruments sung in Mongolian.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, they've got. Point is, they got a bunch of bangers on the new album. It's great. The one for Vlad the Impaler is easily the best in my opinion. It's
Your
incredibly
humble
good.
Opinion.
Yeah. It goes hard. Who would have thought a heavy metal song about Vlad the Impaler goes hard?
I just needed that, honestly.
Makes sense to me.
But yeah, I'm gonna get the YouTube video from them for the Vlad the Impaler one and put it in images.
Alright.
Alright. By the way, I think I've said this before on chat. I was planning on doing build on Terraria today, but my brain was just so tired from what happened at lunch. I just did not have the energy to build.
Hey, Paul, do you have any recommendations?
Bolt?
Alright, okay.
Bolt, are you still alive?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope, I don't
know
have
what the
recommendations.
noise is in the background, but it sounded very interesting.
Oh, you wouldn't recommend Legends EA?
I guess.
No, genuinely. I'm genuinely curious. Would you or would you not?
With questions like would I recommend games, I always tend to say it just kind of depends on what kind of games you like, but if you're a Pokemon person, I could recommend it.
Anyway, you've heard mine. Darius?
So it is a game that has been mentioned previously, but it's also the only game I've played lately, and I haven't watched much. So that's the only thing I have to recommend. But specifically, Zenless Zone Zero, Season 2, Chapter 3. With Magus. Jimmy knows.
Oh,
I
you're
believe
saying... Oh, you're saying not the new
With
one,
his
the older
soldier.
one.
With Isolde and stuff. Honestly, that has been till now the best story chapter of them all. and I don't care what anyone else says. Also, gameplay-wise, I feel like.
I do feel like they shoehorned Yishu in a little bit at the end there.
Yeah. Okay, that's a fair critic point. Yeah, but
And also
especially,
have you played the new chapter, chapter 4?
once again, this is my statement before I play chapter 4.
Oh, you haven't played. Oh,
I haven't. I haven't played chapter 4.
I was about
I
to
haven't played
spoil
chapter
shit for the 2 non-ZZZ players, but I'm going to say nothing aside from. Amy described this chapter as it borders on psychological horror and it feels like it's Silent Hill.
Ooh, maybe this is going to be my next favorite, but yeah, for now it's chapter 3.
Also, I will say this: Kamana Monodo does a fucking Jotaro pose.
Whoa.
Just like straight
That's all
up.
I need.
He does a Jotaro pose. The one where he's pointing, that one. It's fucking badass. It's a really good chapter.
Yeah, I hope so. After chapter 3, they must cook. Like, they have to cook again. Like, chapter 3, especially Mago's backstory, was really interesting and also haunting, honestly, like that thought. And just the last fight, you just have that one agent, Magus and Orphe, against one boss who is more like a normal table human, he's older. And that was just it. That was absolutely what convinced me.
I feel like it would have been nice to have Isolde playable, but it's understandable.
Also fair.
I feel like Isolde would have been a kick-ass playable character, and she's personally I feel like she's incredibly pretty, but you know.
Yeah, but that's also why I love the chapter so much, because they took the risk. They said, okay, it's a lovable character, yeah, but we still give you that twist, and that was like, oh, that showed fucking courage.
And from what I've seen, the next character that people want to be playable that might be an evil villain, which is told on chapter 3, Ye Xingjuan, senior, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
We actually meet you will actually meet his little sister in chapter 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she has been mentioned previously.
She's an absolute fucking goober. And she's cute as fuck.
Also, like Lawrence and that Lucro guy, honestly, yeah, I guess it depends on do you say they have deserved it or not. But you do have to say Isolde had a very fucking good point in what she did. So it's like the first villain where I can actually say, okay, fair enough. Maybe the means weren't too extreme, yes, but okay. It was actually
sometimes
where I was
you have
conflicted
to take
myself.
Extreme routes for extreme goals.
Yeah, but I feel like this was the first time that Senate Sonsi fully showed that conflict and stuff. Like also with myself in this case. I mean, there have been also amazing themes explored in the other chapters, but this time it was more like also the gameplay, also the decision to just have one agent, like Orphe and Magus at the end. It was just so awesome.
That felt good.
It was so good.
I also feel like, for me personally, chapter 3 was also carried by the inclusion of Seed's special chapter.
I still have to play that one, but I will always put that one as a side thing.
I ugly cried. Like, I ugly cried by the end of it.
I assume
Because
it does have
it
something to
touches-
do with Seed Senior.
Yes, there's many things to do
Yeah,
with
okay.
Seed Xener, and it touches a lot on the history of Siege herself. And it ended up in a way that I've been having recurring times, starting from Halo 4 actually, where some games have just broken me inside, like.
I mean, this
emotionally.
sounds maybe rough for me, but that's partially why I even play games. I play especially story-driven emotional games because I love that emotion. If a game may not always breaks me, but also like makes me tear up. May for good things, for bad things, but in general, like that makes me feel. Like Silent Hill 2, which once again that has absolutely broken me, that game. But yeah, absolutely amazing. I will try chapter 4, also the Seed backstory and whatever other things have been added.
Make
This
sure
was
to
the
play.
best chapter.
Darius, make sure to play chapter 4 before the time ends, before 2.5 comes out.
Oh yeah,
So you can get White Monato.
I'm going to make sure that I get that outfit, but it has been so incredible. I've played it and I was so flashed that I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep after the chapter. Because of all of the implications.
good.
Also... Wait, what?
It was I don't see. Maybe it's because I always wear rose-colored glasses. I can't really see the hate for the whole like chapter 2 themes and like taking it
chapter
to, like,
2? I also like chapter 2.
No, like season 2. Sorry.
Only...
When I mean chapter 2, I mean season 2. My bad. You know, all
I'm
the
fine with season
going
2.
to like the Chinese areas and all that. I've seen a lot of people
I'm
complain
also
about
fine
it.
with it. Nah, I'm fully fine with it.
Well, that's
The only
because
thing
Twitter complains about everything.
Yeah,
Fair.
that too. The only thing I did dislike about season 2 was the first chapter, I feel like.
Chapter 1 was fine.
It was
It's
fine,
a good
but it was
introductory
not special.
chapter. It's a good introductory chapter.
It was better than the first chapter of season 1, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, granted, that's the first season in general.
Yeah, I know.
You know, let them cook.
But yeah,
Let 'em cook,
once again,
Heisenberg.
they with chapter 3 they have absolutely cooked. I'm excited for chapter 4 and of the agents' backstories. And I'm glad that Zenless Zone Zero is heading that direction because I fucking love it. Taking risks and still fully outperforming it with it. And also the boss fight, amazing.
It's funny you say the outperforming part. I feel like I've been hearing a lot of people say that Zenless is probably the gacha that's been selling the least lately.
Okay, compared to Withering Waves, Withering Waves is another caliber.
No,
feel
not
Story-wise.
Wuthering Waves in general. Like being outsold by like One Piece too. Like One Piece.
You mean outsell? Yeah, I mean, once again, there are so many One Piece fans. Of course, it's outsells
Like,
all
I
Oh,
don't
that reminds me. That's the one other thing I remember seeing at the things. There was someone had the One Piece flag. Piece pirate
Yeah, the One Piece flag. The Jolly Roger. As for context, in One Piece, it's like the symbol of freedom, so yeah. Pirates are generally considered not like murderers that just kill people all the time. It's like more so that it's a symbol of freedom. And it has been like disguised as that, like that are killers by the government, which is actually a dictatorship, and so on and so. But yeah, that would go far deeper. But let's just say it fits.
You know, there's actually something interesting. I know Japanese. It's not the only Japanese obviously Japanese that have piracy be associated with freedom, because I know the Space Pirate Captain Harlock is a lot of that too.
Oh yeah.
The idea of like being free to do as you please, you know, because that's a pirate's.
Yes.
That's what a pirate's supposed to be. You know, you are a pirate.
Just like
Being a pirate
once
is
again
what
in
you want
one.
to be.
Like if in One Piece, if you have a few pirate crews who are fucking assholes and absolutely not better than the government, but you have a few other pirate crews where you instantly say, okay, they are 10 times better than the entire fucking government, like instantly. But yeah, that
And
would
then you
go
have
on a
Goofy
One
and
Piece
Co,
10 with.
the Goofy Goobers.
But yeah, Zenless Zone Zero is love, Zenless Zone Zero is life. What should I say? Amazing game.
Good shit. It's just a good game.
Amazing fucking game. I have made, as a backstory to that, I've like taken a break from this game for a while. Because I was like, I had Alice and then I was like, okay, I'm fine for now, I don't care about the other things that are coming. And I then also had other games to play. And then I come back and it hits me with Chapter 3, which literally sends me into an entire 8-hour thinking phase. Yeah. It punched my face, basically, for not having been They are at the start, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, that
Hey,
is my
I
recommendation.
at least got my girly pop trigger.
Yeah, Trigger. Honestly, Trigger is such an amazing addition when someone has
She's
Trigger.
such a baddie too.
But I just have to say one thing. Only now I started to build actually my agents.
Why does it not surprise me?
Because, honestly, I say it how it is. I started the game as a gooner. Fair and square. That was my entry to the game.
I mean, yeah, same here.
Yeah, but my
Hey, no, hear me out. The reason why I say that, I entered the game because I saw Poker's animation. And they knew what
I
the
saw
fuck they
Ellen
were
Shaw.
cooking with when they did that animation.
They knew who their target audience was.
Yes.
They know.
Oh, they know.
Gachas know how to make a lot of money. It's to market to the gooners.
especially Senders on Zero.
Like, excuse me, you're telling me that you're giving an A-rank agent, basically the lower class agent, not the super cool, super strong agent, an A-rank agent that used to be a boss in one of the chapters. You're telling me you're giving me an animation of her getting a massage?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking shut up and take my money. She's mine now. She's my
Yeah.
wife.
Started as a Guna, and then I
It's still
started
your
to see the
profile
story.
picture. You're still that character.
Yes, and I don't really have plans on changing it until I see another
Well,
one
if-
that I like a lot.
Cat girl Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy
I love-
would like if Jimmy changes that profile picture, it would be betraying her. So yeah, it would be like
Well, either
divorce
betraying
with
her
the
or
marriage.
going back to my own roots and going, back to Jimmy.
Going back to being Jimmy.
Instead of being helplessly in love with Kitty Girl. Like you'll have seen me fucking gush about Polka. How much I fucking love her.
Yeah, fully. I've seen it various times.
Yes. We have seen times where there's people in the middle of conversation and I just cut it by saying Polka. Which, you know what, fucking if that will get me in jail, I do not care. For she is Polka.
Why would you get in jail for that?
I don't know. Gooning too hard, I suppose.
That's legal, except in the UK apparently.
See, I would get
Yeah,
sent
it
to
was
jail in
UK,
the
right? But to be fair, why would you live in the UK in the first place?
Yeah, why would you want to live in the UK?
We'll talk.
That sounds like a skill issue on your part at that
Yeah,
point.
really.
I mean, better than France.
Is it though?
I don't know actually. When it comes to UK, I believe my hate is stronger. And I say that as a German-speaking person.
Nah, I'd win.
Would you?
Yeah. I hate France more than I hate the Brits.
Andorra wins. But have you ever been to Andorra?
Nope.
I swear to God. I don't even know. Yeah, wait, is Andorra part of the EU?
The US,
No,
I
it
don't
isn't.
think so. No, it's just part of Europe.
I believe that Andorra is just some cold country. Like you can't enter if you're not from Andorra.
I thought that was Luxembourg.
Oh yeah, that's also Luxembourg.
Also, you can enter Andorra if you're planning on skipping taxes.
I thought that was Monaco.
Yep.
Nope, Andorra as well.
Yeah. What about Madeira? That one island of Portugal?
You mean Madeira?
Yeah, once again, I'm German. I can't. Bro, I am not Spanish or Portuguese, okay? I'm not Latin. Okay, well. Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Look,
I just know that it means wood. I know that the word means wood.
Darius, there's no will if there's no will. So fucking Skillshare, dog.
What?
Look, if there's a will, there's a way, dude. That's just a skill check, Skillshare from your part, dog.
I should say, from what I know, it's Madeira.
There you go.
Like Mallorca is Mallorca.
Mallorca is Mallorca.
England is my city.
Moral of the story, fuck the French, fuck the Brits.
Yep. Agreed. Like, fuck the French more.
I mean, I'll give this to the French. They know how to do a protest.
Yes, and they also know how to fuck up everything. And they also know how to do bread. Who fucking cares?
Bro, they fuck up the government every single time.
Yeah, because they don't take shit from no one, especially the government.
Yeah.
It's based.
I'd say every base is a bit limited. It's just always when you hear like, the French government has been shut down. A normal story. Normal day.
Yeah, why are they shut down? Because the French people are rioting. Why are they rioting? Because fuck them, that's why. Because fuck the government.
French government doing one single thing wrong. The people, fuck you.
The US government do one fucking thing, challenge, impossible.
Yeah, really.
US try to do something right, impossible.
US Congress try and do literally anything, challenge, impossible.
I don't know if I've asked you that before, but which Spanish cuisine do you recommend, Jimmy?
Great question. Next question. I wouldn't be able to tell you, me specifically, I barely eat actual Spanish cuisine in my house.
But isn't there like one single like dish that you say, okay, that's one I could always eat?
Tortilla de patata.
Is that something? I believe I've heard tortilla or something.
Tortilla de patata, yes. Like, it's like, you know when the French make omelets? Yeah, we'll do that, but better.
Ah,
And
okay.
potatoes
Okay.
and onions. You can do it without
that sounds
onions,
Yeah,
but
tortilla?
that's tortilla de patata. It's not the same thing as Mexican tortilla meat.
You've
I
said
figured that
onions and
much.
potatoes. I'm in.
Yeah. You can also do it without onions. Only if you're a psychopath.
I love onions, man.
Onion.
Right, so I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I think we're gonna call it up for today. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Do we have anyone in mind to raid or do we just end it?
I don't have anyone in mind.
Then we'll just end it. Tomorrow we have ZZZ weeklies and probably more events. Because I'm coming back home early, baby.
Let's go.
Which means I might be able to play Power World with Thami sooner too. Aside from playing Mario 64 with Ryan and Griff. I think we have the ROM hack in mind for next week. I'm not sure. Also, hopefully on Thursday we get to do the randomizer again and lose our shit collectively. But that's about it for today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thanks for all the cheese.